Yippee!
We are officially live. Okay.
Woo!
Hooray!
All right. Well,
Well,
hello and welcome to our first session of Empire's Edge. Hope you guys are thrilled to go on this epic journey together, right?
So excited.
Yes.
Words can't even explain how excited I am.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll that dice that I was telling you guys about, and we're gonna just figure out who's gonna start first. Just give me 1 second. Let me private roll it. Okay. All right, and then who was number one?
I was number one.
Okay, then we're starting with you.
Hey, 1 second. Let me get in this.
Yes.
Yippee!
Okay.
All right, let's cue up music. We're 16. So if you, before we start, just make sure you guys go to your jukebox in Roll20. And make sure it's not too loud for you guys, okay? Because once I play the music, yeah. I'm gonna play it right now. You just tell me if it's too loud, or you can adjust. I think you're able to adjust it in there too. Let me see if you can. No, okay. So I'll adjust it. Is it too loud for you guys?
I can't hear anything right now, so
Okay.
I can hear it.
You have
it
it
might be a
muted.
problem.
See if you have the tab muted.
I don't have the tab muted, but I probably have something in Roll20 muted.
Yeah, there's a... If you go into your settings, there's an audio and video settings. You might have that set, to 0.
Yeah.
I totally don't. This isn't the problem. Let's continue.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Let me see. All right.
I'm using Roll20 in a different computer, so I won't be able to hear the music.
Okay.
Will that be an issue?
It's just ambience. It's nothing super. I mean, it sets the mood, but apart from that, no.
Hey, wonderful.
All right. So, over the cobblestone castle walls, weathered by the passage of time and the scars of war, we weave through the narrow streets lined with old Victorian homes. Their wooden facades stand tall, each one a testament to the city's rich history. The streets below are alive with activity. Wagons creak under the weight of goods, merchants shout out their wares, and townsfolk haggle for the best deals. The vibrant hustle and bustle flow like a river through the veins of the city. In the first ring of the city walls, and I'll go ahead and bring us to the map for that so we all know what we're looking at. Bada bing. We're gonna zoom out so we can get the map to come in. All right, everybody can see everybody has vision, right? Nobody's blind, it's not dark. Okay.
I can see it.
Right here.
In the first ring of the city walls, near the imposing South Bastion, stands the Adventurers Guild, which is right over here. Let me get us a little closer to that. The grand building, a sanctuary for all manners of heroes and vagabonds. Inside the hall, it is brimming with a diverse array of characters. Valiant paladins, their armor gleaming even in dim light. Sagacious mages, their robes flowing as they discuss arcane matters, and hunters, always alert to their surroundings. Yet, within these walls, the pretense of who you are and where you come from seem to melt away. Here, adventurers of all kinds share drinks, laughter, and stories of their exploits. Up the wooden stairs of the main guild hall, the atmosphere grows quieter and more serious. At the top, standing in front of a door labeled Guildmaster's Office, is a short-hoofed creature. The dim light from a nearby lantern casts a soft glow on the door's polished brass plate, and the air is thick with anticipation of what lies beyond. Darcy, if you would like to describe your character.
Goodness, sorry. I'm a short-hoofed character with standing all of maybe 5 foot 8. I'm so sorry. I don't know how.
You're good. You're good. It's a satyr, right?
Yeah, it's a satyr with piebalism.
Okay.
Um,
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring this to the map too for you. And go right over here, and we're gonna. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay.
Hey,
You
just a quick
can-
check. Am I still here?
Yep, you're still here.
Okay, great. My computer just like freaked out and did a hard reset.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, beautiful.
Fine.
You're good. You're good.
I'm back.
Darcy, you can see the map, correct?
yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch this back to the main screen. There we are. Right. So you are in front of the guildmaster's office. You know why you're here. The door's in front of you. What would you like to do?
I would like to go inside.
Okay. You turn the knob on the door as you enter. You should be able to click on the door. You can go ahead and open it. That's the window. There we go.
Awesome.
All right. As you step inside, you find yourself in a room cluttered with papers and scrolls. At the far end of the office, right when you enter, you can see hunched over a desk the guildmaster. Very large, muscular frame, which kind of dwarfs the delicate quill he's using to write down everything. He looks up to you and he says, "Ah, Darcy, just who I've been looking for. I've been meaning to talk to you and your group, so it warms my heart to see you come to my call."
I would like to talk to him about the invitations I want to give out.
Oh, okay. He looks at you and he says, "Ah, yes, those invitations that you had given to me, I did run them through the mail, with all the other adventurers. Um, Hopefully everybody shows up. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm quite busy." You look around and you see that he has, like, stacks upon stacks of papers that are just keeping him very busy.
And are there any missions that I'd be able to do within the next week?
Well, that's particularly the reason that I called you here. Um, he says, "There's a village called Yurt, way out past the southern hills. They've reported missing cattle and sheep, and I suspect it's either wolves or bandits. If you and your group can get to the bottom of this and solve the issue, I'll make sure the promotion out of F class is guaranteed." He hands you pretty much like a little piece of paper with more information on it as well. Go ahead and give that to you.
See, I am so sorry. I'm really not sure how to do this in a proper way. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. What
Is
what do you want? Basically, just this is your first time doing D&D, right?
right.
Okay.
I don't know if it'd be easier to have. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. So,
Uh,
just give me an idea of what you want to do as your character. It doesn't have to be in character. It doesn't have to be, you voicing it out. Whatever's most comfortable for you. So at this point, you've been given the letter. What would you like
Right.
to do? Do you want to ask him any questions? Do you want to review the piece of paper before you ask any questions? It's completely up to you.
Um, I could ask questions. I mean, I we haven't really came together as a party, right?
Not
Not
yet.
quite yet.
Not yet. I mean, you guys have went on
So
quests together, but you haven't met up this week yet. You guys have all been kind of doing your own things.
Right. Could I ask, like, who specifically in the guild is all together at this point? Because I know that it's probably a broader guild than just our party.
So you're asking about what, like, other parties that are associated with the
Well,
guild?
More so what members would make up this party, since you said I'd be going on a party together.
Hmm.
Like, with a party. Or is our
Right.
party already formed?
So the party would have already been formed. You've been working with this group.
Okay.
Your current compatriots. You guys have been working together on odd missions here and there, for the past, I want to say, like, year.
Okay. So, could it, what are the details of this request?
Well, he's gonna go ahead and tell you that the village head wrote into a report saying that some of their sheep and livestock have gone missing. They're not quite sure if it's wolves or if it's bandits, but that's why they've asked for our assistance in the matter. Obviously, more details are written onto the letter, but a lot of it is more speculation than actual concrete evidence.
When did they first hear about the wolves and the livestock going missing?
Well, it's been going on for what I would think is probably a couple weeks. It took a while for the letter to get to us since it's such a far off village, but yes, perhaps a few weeks is probably the duration of this incident going on.
Are there guilds nearby that could have possibly helped?
Well, the problem with the guilds is that most of the guilds are preoccupied with current requests that have been coming in. Matter of fact, I've actually been neck deep in paperwork here trying to take care of the issues with the roads in the north, and now there's reports of wyverns to the east. So it's our adventurers are kind of spread thin as far as things go, which is why I believe that it'd be great for you and your compatriots in your party to take on this mission. Plus, we want to get you out of the F class ranking in the guild as well. I don't know how much longer I can appease my superiors and letting you stay in the F class.
Well, so why do you entrust us with this mission compared to other ones? It seems pretty important that the livestock would be going missing.
He rubs his brows, not irritated, just kind of like exhausted. He looks at you and he says, "Look, to be honest, I would have had other people take care of it, but again, everybody is currently involved with other matters. I can't go. I'm too busy here. So again, it would." I entrusted that your group could possibly take care of this issue. If it's just wolves, it shouldn't be too much. It might take a little bit of time to prepare against wolves, but other than that, F rank, even E ranks, can handle a pack of wolves.
I see. Can I ask if there's any other business I needed to do here?
He looks around, and then he looks back to you and says, no, I think that's just about it. If I have time, I will stop by the inn for your performance, of course. You sent out the invitation to everybody. I will try to show up, but other than that, that's the only assistance that the guild would request of you and your team.
Darcy kind of gives a half smile in response to that. And I'd really appreciate it if you would show up. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I really was kind of.
No, you're good.
I thought we would start off at the Copper Kettle, so I'm kind of.
All good.
Sorry.
All good. No, he looks at you and he says, yes, of course. I understand that you would like people to show up for your performances. I will try to take time out of my day to head on down to the Copper Kettle at the end of the night.
And with that, Darcy decides to take her leave with the clutching the letter in hand.
Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. We're gonna drag you down to the next floor. Copy. And we're gonna go to here. And we're gonna paste you there. And then go here. Takes a minute to move everybody around on the maps.
We're getting shuffled.
All right. As you make your way down the stairs, you suddenly recall that it is Friday. Obviously, you know that your performance is, going to be happening today, but you also remember that Friday is specifically significant to your group. Every Friday, without fail, your comrades, your friends, your guildmates gather at the Copper Kettle Inn, and it's sort of become like a tradition at this point. But tonight, the routine will carry a little different of a weight to it, right? Because now you've got a mission that you've got to break to the team, and your class ranking is on the line here. With that in mind, it is only, I want to say, like 10, maybe 11 o'clock. You have a lot of daytime to kill here. Is there anything you would like to do in the city before you head to the Copper Kettle Inn?
Could I? I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I know I was supposed to go first, but could we have somebody else go so I can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
a better feel for the game and mesh better? I am so
No,
sorry.
you're good, Darcy. It's completely.
You're doing great.
You're doing great.
You're doing
You are. You're doing
fantastic.
great.
Don't worry about it.
Honestly, it's like whatever you envision in your head, just say that's what you want to do, and then you don't even have to role play it. Like you can just give me an idea of what you want to do, and then we'll go with that. But like,
No,
we're gonna.
I just think I'm a little too psyched out right now, and I think once I can see how it meshes a little better, I'll be able to adjust
I
to
got
it. And
you.
I really don't want to I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Hey, no
You're doing
worries at
awesome.
all.
You're doing awesome.
It's always awkward, even for experienced players, on the first
Mhm.
session with the new group.
First session is like always the hardest, in my opinion.
I
Mhm,
appreciate
Oh,
it.
100%.
I've just never been this nervous before in my life, and I have no idea why.
You're
No,
good.
Well, it
it's
also-
totally
You're good.
understandable.
It's a game.
It also
world
doesn't
show.
help that this is live, so
Yeah, well, okay. So the way that I think about it is that like we are live, but like at the same time, nobody's watching. It's in my opinion, and what I've done with my other campaign is like I've used it as a recording device. So if I ever forget
Mhm.
anything, I can always go back to the video and be like, oh yeah, that's right. Darcy did that,
Oh,
or
that's
like
so smart.
he did this,
It's
or
so
she did
good.
that. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
And you can always just go back
It's
and look
another
at
source
it.
of notes.
Yes, it's another source of notes without having to take notes.
Notes.
For
And it
sure.
also
I just
makes
want
it
to make
really.
sure.
You go.
I just want to make sure everybody has fun, and I feel like it would be easier to break it down if somebody else that felt a little more comfortable could go,
Okay, all right,
because I don't want to make everybody have an awkward time just because I'm feeling awkward.
all good. All right, we're gonna.
You're doing
Hey,
great.
everyone having fun includes you.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
whatever you need, we're here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so you
Yeah.
you head out of the Adventurers Guild to the front of the Adventurers Guild, and then that's where we'll pick up with you once we switch over to everybody else's characters. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
All right. Moving forward, we zoom out of the city of Fugrit. Give me 1 second. We're gonna head back to the city map one more time. They're always so very big.
Usually.
Big maps are fun though.
It's true.
The
We
world is so big.
It's so big. It's very big.
Very large.
Very large.
My way.
Very massive. Oh my. We zoom out of the Adventurers Guild, over the walls, into the forest, in front of the walls, and we find ourselves at the Moonlit Apothecary.
Oh my goodness.
Lyra, this is going to be your scene, so let me just...
I recognize this place.
I recognize this place.
Wait a second.
Wow.
That's my house.
I live there.
Apothecary. And we're gonna turn this music off. And we're gonna... There we go. Okay. We're gonna zoom in a little bit to the Moonlit Apothecary. Alright. The Moonlit Apothecary hums with life as the clang of coins hitting a metal box punctuates the air, signaling yet another completed transaction. The shop, though small, exudes an aura of like natural magic, with its walls adorned with crawling vines and hanging herbs, each promising relief from ailments known and unknown. The aroma of fresh earth and blooming flowers fills the room, mingling with the subtle scent of ancient tomes tucked away in the corners of each corner. Behind the counter, we see a fairy deftly wrap herbs in a brown parchment. Her wings are fluttering with a soft rhythmic hum. Beside her, we see a elven woman of kind of like a very elegant and graceful elven woman. Her hands are slenderly moving with practiced ease as she counts the coins and offers warm thanks to the departing customers. Suddenly, another fairy darts over her, and she kind of says, "Madam Moonshadow, we're running low on Darmalion. The potions are ready, but without the final ingredient." The elven woman, her expression darkens, a frown creasing her brow as she bites her thumb in thought, her eyes drifting toward the forest, just visible through the small window to the east. "We'll have to wait for that girl to return," she mutters in frustration. "I had my doubts about taking her on as an apprentice, but perhaps time will reveal her true potential as an apothecary." We shift out of the Moonlit Apothecary, deep into the forest, on the outskirts of Fugrit. The dense canopy above filters the sunlight into dappled patterns that dance across the forest floor, and the soothing sound of a nearby river adds a gentle undercurrent to the symphony of birds and rustling leaves. Let's go ahead and switch that up. We are going to show right where... I'm going to go over here. And we are going to go to this. We're going to go to Lyra. Edit.
Ooh, whatever you just did not make my character sheet happy. It just forced my character sheet to reload.
All good. I was giving everybody access to your token so they can see where you are.
Amazing.
Alright, deeper into the forest, where the light struggles to breach through the thick foliage, we find a small clearing by a river. The sun's rays creating a tranquil, almost sacred space, and there, amidst the towering trees, we see Lyra. Would you like to describe your character?
Yippee, of course. So, I'm average height, maybe a little on the shorter end, but the most stunning features about me is probably, one, my oddly blue hair with little yellow pieces in the front, and instead of regular ears, I have these small white kind of yellow-tipped wings for ears, and my face is covered in almost runic yellow markings across my cheeks and one on my forehead. And I've got a little nature-y outfit on. Obviously, there's this heavy nature, almost like life energy about everything about me. Sip of water.
Beautiful.
And I think that's all of the notable features that I need to point out.
Yeah. Lyra, the search for the Darmalion, and
Mhm.
let me go ahead and make sure I give you the handout for that too. Here you go.
Yippee! Beautiful.
The search for the Darmalion that your apothecary shop needs has already led you through several promising spots, yet the ingredient remains elusive to you. You haven't been able to find it. You know that you're kind of like in the deeper part of the forest, but your instincts are kind of guiding you in this direction, and you're hoping that you're going to be able to find something. Would you like to look around for a little bit and maybe roll a nature check when you're ready?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just beg Roll20 to load my character sheet. There we go. You said nature?
Yes, nature.
Wonderful.
Oof. All right. A nat 1 starting off.
Ooh!
We love to see it. We love to see it.
I did
First
great,
roll of the
guys.
game, baby.
Siron, you found dirt. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you are in the woods.
Or are you?
Or are you?
I think I'm just a little too caught up in whatever little silly song I'm humming to myself.
Yeah, you're just humming along, and the birds are flying right past you, and it's just a beautiful scenery right now, and it's just you're taking it all in. That's a fish that just jumped in the river right there.
Oh my gosh!
If you want, I think I have it on explore mode, so you should be able to move around and explore the terrain. Maybe for the next 15 minutes you continue searching. We can go ahead and roll another nature check, but I need you to move to a different location for a little bit.
Of course. I would love to tell you. I would love to do that when the map loads for me.
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Let
me make sure.
let's
Let me
see.
make sure it's
There we
not
go.
just.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm here.
there, okay.
It was just mad at me. Yes, I will move. Let's see. Let me grab you, and then we will kind of move. We'll go this way. How far do you want me to move
Oh, that's good. Okay.
before I make that roll? Perfect. We will try this again.
All right. So you move away from the river, hoping maybe it's like in the denser part of the forest.
Right, because it's a herb that grows kind of closer to trees and darker areas, so
Right.
makes sense. And let's roll that nature again if I can find it on my sheet.
13. Beautiful.
13. Hey, that's a good number.
All right. Let's see. Okay, you notice there's kind of at the bottom of this tree right over here. You can see that there's some Darmalion. Its roots are kind of deep in the shade. Yeah, you can probably pull some here if you'd like to.
Fantastic. Absolutely, I will. I will wander on over to this tree. I'm a very hands-on person, so I am immediately, hands and knees. I'm down in there in the dirt.
There is quite a bit of Darmalion here. Do you want to
Perfect.
pull all of it, or would you like to leave some?
I will leave some behind.
Okay.
I am one with nature. It is rude to take everything. You always leave stuff behind for the next person.
Beautiful. You can go ahead and add 3 Darmalion roots to your inventory.
Hooray!
As you gather the bits and pieces of the roots and the tree bark, can I get a survival check?
Of course. Survival. Ooh.
Oof, low rolls today. You
Dice do not like me.
You work methodically, your hands steady as you carefully extract the valuable bark and roots from the Darmalion tree. The forest around you remains peaceful, the sound of the river nearby soothing you as you continue your task. The air is still, save for the occasional rustle of leaves and the gentle breeze. Focused on your work, you gather the last pieces of the bark, leaving a little bit left. The thickening humidity and the faint shift in the wind, all these signs are maybe that a storm might be coming soon.
Rain.
What would you like to do? You would know that if you found Darmalion, you'd probably be able to find more if you head deeper into the forest. But with the news that a storm is coming.
I will go ahead and start making my way back towards the apothecary, but I'll take it a little bit slower, kind of look back over the area that I passed and see if there's, anything I missed, anything I catch on my way back. So, slow trek back towards home, but not super fast.
Beautiful. Give me one more nature check on your way back.
Ooh,
Beautiful, a 6. Just dirt and leaves. Nothing out of the
dirt and
ordinary.
leaves. My head is just not in the game right now. I'm thinking, I am too busy thinking about that song I heard at the tavern last night. Man, the words are just on the tip of my tongue. And something, 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 liar, something, something, something.
Your hips don't liar.
Something, something. My hips. There was something about a lyre instrument. A bard named. Oh, it starts with an S. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Too distracted thinking about whatever I listened to in the tavern last night.
You're talking like you're saying this out loud as a squirrel's just
Absolutely,
accompanying
I
you
am.
to your right, and it's just like. And just walking alongside you, acting like it understands. As you make your way out of the clearing and head back to the Moonlit Apothecary, you start to notice that a storm starts to kind of like boil over. The clouds start to darken over the forest. And you kind of see the forest. The winds start to blow the trees left and right. But you've kind of made it to the outskirts of the forest now, so you don't even really have to worry about the storm. But it's just a careful reminder that, while you do treasure nature and you love it a lot, it can also be very dangerous if you don't follow the warnings. You know what I mean?
Of course.
You press on, your pace quickening as you reach the Moonlit Apothecary. Let me go ahead and get you onto that map.
Yippee.
Where did I put it? Moonlit Apothecary. Here we go. Actually, let me make sure I have you in the right spot before I bring you over. Yeah, you're outside. Okay.
Hooray.
There we go. All right.
Hooray, I'm in. It loaded immediately this time. That's a shocker.
It's a small map, that's why. It's a small map.
It's a small map and my computer is being nice to me.
Ah, yes. Okay, let's see. This is leaving the forest. You already did that. Survival checks. Already did that. Brewing potion. Okay. You enter the Moonlit Apothecary. Let's see. You can go ahead and open the door. Do you see
Hooray. Let me on the click one, please. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's busy in
very
here.
busy, very busy today. You see Madame Moonshadow, right here. Give me 1 second.
I recognize that face.
I recognize her.
I'm going to go ahead and step inside.
You see Madame Moonshadow is there, waiting, while dealing with other customers. Her eyes immediately find you as you enter, and she quickly motions for you to head to the back of the store.
Good?
You could tell her expression is stern, but you feel kind of like a weight of, like, unspoken question of, like, why are you here? But as you get closer, you notice that a small smile tugs at the corner of her lips. It's subtle, but it's there. A sign that despite everything, she's proud that you're back and you got the freaking herbs to help with the store.
Hooray! I give her like a little, like the little tiny wave where like your arm is still close to your body and your hand is like right up next to your head. Just a little itty bitty excited wave as I will rush back. Little goofy little grin.
You run on back. Door's already open. You can head on in.
Hooray! Wee! Wee! There we go.
Right.
Walter being mean to me.
Let's see.
Yippee.
As you enter the potion brewing room, the air is filled with the hum of activity. There are tons of several little fairies that are darting around the room, each of them kind of carrying like a honey wick and heading to many of the bowls that are on the tables. You notice two of them in particular. The red fairy. Give me 1 second. Red fairy is named Marv.
Marv, I love it.
He's busy carrying the wicks of honey, carefully placing them inside various bowls. And then there's a small blue fairy named Cecilia, and she's pouring a tea-like liquid into each of the bowls as well. Cecilia notices you. She quickly buzzes right over, and she says, "Come on now, we've got potions to make. The rush is still going on, and the storm is customers trapped in here spending more money. No time to waste."
Hold on, give me a second. I just got here. No, not even a hello. It's good to see you. And I will walk over as I am saying this to my little potion brewing station. We're all friends here.
As you said that, Marv actually comes up and he says, "It's good to see you back, kid. We were worried you got caught up in the storm out there."
Oh, no, you know me, Marv. I watch the weather. I'm smart sometimes.
Oh, that's great. Did you find any of the whatchamacallit, the herbs we need to make these potions?
I'll reach into my pocket and just full fist. Look, I've got them.
Ah, that's the one. That's the
Very
one.
Excited.
Cecilia just rolls her eyes at Marv as she says that.
We are best friends.
You look at the table in front of you, right over here.
That one, yeah, that's what I figured.
There are at least 12 bowls set up on the table. All of them have honey in there. There's a bit of some other minced up herbs that have already been put into the bowl. All that's missing is for you to mortar in the herb that you collect, the roots.
Amazing.
Would you like to do that, or do you want somebody else in the shop? Would you like the fairies to take care of it?
No, I will do it. I am a big, strong, confident apothecary person in training. I can do this.
Okay. I'm gonna have
I
Marv.
don't actually know what they're called.
I'm gonna have Marv come over here over your shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just gonna be eyeing you as you're doing everything, so you have an advantage on this check.
Right.
I just need you to give me a survival, okay?
Amazing. Let's see. I do not remember how to roll with advantage.
It'll just be the higher dice because you're already rolling 2 of them.
Perfect. Oh yeah, it automatically does too. Let's see.
Blue, by
Now if
the
I can
way,
click it.
the stream is
There it
still
is.
on Lyra's intro card if you don't want that to.
Thank you very much for reminding me.
I think I accidentally clicked it twice because I didn't process that I clicked it the first time.
Okay. 10 is what you got.
So 10 is what I got.
Alright, let me see.
That's
That
average.
23 is looking at you real nicely, and it's like, man.
That 23 is really making fun of me right now.
You take the pieces of bark and root that you collected from the tree, and you put it into there and start to mortar it. Cecilia flies right over to your hand and smacks it, and she says, No, this is not how you do it. And she says, "Properly now," and she puts it into a right position. She starts to squeeze the liquid out of the roots, and she says, "All right, now try it." Go ahead and roll another survival.
We're supposed to be bad at what we do, guys, right?
That's what I've been telling them, kids.
This is just narratively. This is what makes sense. Finally, good numbers.
Very good. You
Good numbers.
skillfully combine the ingredients to your hands, moving with practiced ease as you brew the potion.
Just needed a little bit of
Just a
help.
little bit of help from your fairy
A lot
friends.
bit of help.
Yeah, the herbs and everything start to mix very quickly, almost magically swirling, bubbling, and then poof, it turns into a minor potion of healing.
Hooray!
You have about 12 of those. You can go ahead and start packing those into their vials and bringing it out to the front if you'd like.
Beautiful. I will. Give me a moment to reload the map, though, because it's mad at me again.
All good.
My character sheet has disappeared and become unavailable to me.
I'm going to highlight right here,
There it is.
and we're going to come back to you in a minute. I'm going to highlight.
Perfect.
Bam. Boom. All right. Out of the Moonlit Apothecary, we hear excuse me, out of the Moonlit Apothecary. The storm that was originally over the forest has now moved its way over to the front of the city. A bombardment of rain and wind is gusting and hitting the wind. What are they called? The shutters. The shutters of the building open and closed. No rain's getting in, but it's just a very heavy storm. The sound of heavy rain pours down relentlessly, drumming against the ceramic tiles that cover a massive home in the far south. Let me go ahead and bring us back to the map. And thank you, Faden, for letting me know, because I was way too into character to realize I left it on the card.
Yeah, totally. I tabbed over and I was like, oh, I don't think that's supposed to be there.
Thank you.
We were having a little too much fun.
Yeah.
You were having a little too much fun.
In the far south, on the outskirts of the walled city of the Fugrit, near kind of like the mountainous ledges, we see a house. Very massive home. Its size is easily triple that of a typical residency. The imposing door, weathered by time, would require the combined strength of 2 people to push it open. Inside this grand but gloomy structure, the interior is filled with wooden fixtures and furniture. Their craftsmanship sturdy but plain. Crude and unrefined paintings hang along the walls. Their colors garnishing, or their colors are like clashing with muted tones, as though someone once considered them worthy of admiration. Leaving the living room, we turn into the hallway. The sound of a glass bottle rolling across the floor echoes from a disheveled and unkept room. The floor is littered with empty bottles and discarded clothing, and the air carries a faint scent of neglect and stale liquor. Lying in a large, unmade bed, amidst the remnants of a restless night, we see Faden. Would you like to describe your character?
Yeah. So I'm Faden Hayes. I'm a 25-year-old half elf. I've got black hair and gray eyes. 5 years ago, I came to Fugrit to investigate the mystery of how my home congregation from the small town of Vivek was destroyed. I'm a paladin. I worship the god of Varn, who's the god of collection and preservation. And I've been doing really well for myself these past 5 years, you know? I definitely have a home of my own. I'm not just couch surfing, and I definitely don't have a lot of problems that need fixing.
Beautiful. I love it. Go ahead and switch us back to the stream screen one more time.
Yay, this time we did it.
Yep, I'm not going to forget this time.
This time we remembered.
Faden, as you begin to come to your senses and shake off the remnants of a restless night, your eyes quickly scan the room that you're in. Dim light kind of filters through the rain-streaked windows. Your clothes obviously lie haphazardly across the floor, exactly where you left them. And the room is cluttered with empty bottles, the remnants of a futile attempt to find solace in the bottom of the glass. You get up and push a few of them out of the way as you get out of bed, and your gaze kind of eventually lands on a large wooden chest near the foot of the bed. The lid slightly ajar. Inside, there's a bunch of documents and papers that you've painstakingly collected over the years. Would you like to just go through them, or do you just ignore them?
Faden gives him a glance at first. He thinks that, you know, maybe today's the day that he's actually going to make some progress on this. Maybe today he's going to track someone down and really get some answers. And then he kind of looks down at himself at the same shirt he's probably been wearing for a week straight. And he kind of smells himself, and he's faced with the reality that he needs a shower.
Stinky boy.
You would know that there is a shower in this house. You can take a shower if you would like. It is rainy, so I mean it's probably a good. You could actually just go walk outside too. I mean it's up to you.
That's definitely something he's gonna do. He's just gonna walk outside. No need for a shower. No need to draw warm water. We'll just go and walk around outside.
All right, so you get out of bed, you make your way into the living room towards the front door. As you make your way to the front door, let's see. You can hear the sound of heavy footsteps echoing at the opposite side, and then kind of like a creak of the heavy wooden door opening on the opposite side. A familiar, deep voice calls out, "Sir Faden, I have returned with more liquor and some bread and cheese." You turn to see, or as the door opens, you kind of see this towering figure standing in the doorway. He's about 8 feet tall. He definitely commands attention, but it's a Loxodon. He's wearing his regular garments that he would wear for the Church of the Collector. It's got the symbol on it and everything. And you're just kind of like face to face. You were about to just walk out and go in the rain, and he's just carrying in his hand a basket of like bottles of liquor, cheese, and bread.
Oh shit! That's looking mighty nice right about now. Seed, is that how it's pronounced?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't we have a seat? What were you rushing out for?
It looked like a nice time for a walk. You know?
He looks out of like over his shoulder to see like a hurricane level weather going on outside. And he looks back to you with like a concerned look, and he's like, "Maybe it'd be best if you just take a seat."
Faden, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
I thought you might need some sustenance, Sir Faden. The rain is pretty relentless today, so best to stay in and enjoy a quiet evening till it rolls over.
I will never complain about that.
Seed will kind of like just usher you to the kitchen table. As he puts the basket onto the table. There's a bunch of different types of cheeses. There's a couple loaves of bread, and then there's some like older wine, probably very good vintage wine in there.
Without hesitation, the first thing Faden reaches for is the wine.
No cup, right? Just straight bottle.
No cup, straight up.
Seed looks at you.
He pops the cork.
Seed looks at you. He's like,
not even a thought about food or a thought about how polite it would be to immediately drink out of someone's new bottle of wine. He just goes for it.
Seed just looks at you his normal way that he looks at you. Concerned, but like also like this is typical. He takes a seat at the adjacent or across from you. And he reaches into his coat and pulls out a folded letter. Kind of sliding it over to the table. He says, "An invitation." As the paper kind of slides across the table, you would recognize immediately that it belongs to Darcy, because you can tell by like the very fancy, script that's written on it. It'd be good for you to go out with your companions every once in a while.
Faden lets out a sigh at the suggestion of leaving the house. But he does take the letter very, very gently. Makes a point to open it without trying to rip the envelope. And he's gonna take a point to read it, no matter how much he dreads leaving the house, especially in the state that he is in.
Gotcha. You should have access to a special invite handout.
Yes, I do.
Yep, and then that's exactly verbatim what Darcy wanted to send out to. And you'll notice that when you're reading it, it seems as though the letter was written to everyone in the guild. And it was, that it seems like it's written to everyone instead of just you personally.
Well, a special invitation for the guild's elite, I must say. Are you sure this was meant to be delivered to me, Seed?
Well, it had your name written on the envelope, so I would think it probably would be.
Well then, I will wear my badge with honor, I shall say, as an elite guild member of the F rank. Um,
Well, F is
that's
for fantastic, isn't it?
F is for fantastic. You are absolutely correct, my buddy chum.
That's what I like to think. I don't know what all you veteran folk do over in the guild, but we don't really have ranks in the church. You know that.
No, and I don't pay much attention to it at all.
Yeah.
I just do what I need to do, get it done, and then celebrate afterward
Ah,
generously.
exactly. Well, I reckon it's probably noon right about now, but yeah,
Oh fuck it.
yeah, it might take. Hopefully, the storm rolls over so you can get into the city.
Yeah. Maybe it can stay around for a little bit longer just so I can spruce up on the way over.
Hey, I'll go heat up the shower. A hot shower probably sounds nice. I'll take one first. I've been out all day.
All right.
Seed pushes in his chair as he heads to the back to chuck a few blocks of wood into the fireplace to heat up the water. And yeah, you enjoy your cheese and wine, and we're gonna go ahead and switch over to Elegy.
Awesome sauce.
Woo.
All right, let's do
F is for fantastic. S is for sucks ass.
sucks ass.
Faden, you can't say that word!
Faden, you
She
can't
gets-
curse in the guild.
She gets a
Faden, they're gonna get
shiver,
mad at
like,
you.
3 miles away.
Faden, they're gonna know what you said and they're gonna get mad at you! Faden, you're gonna
Beg
get us
God
kicked
for
out!
forgiveness.
Faden, you're gonna get us kicked out!
As we move away from the House of Seed and we head back to the city, it looks as though a cascade of running water runs off the protective barrier of the city, almost like a dome is like encompassing the whole entire city, protecting it from any weather or outside forces. And as we peer into this barrier, we focus more on a shadowed alleyway in the southern part of the first ring of the city walls, adjacent, very close to the Adventurers Guild, but more like in its shadows. This area stands in stark contrast to the bustling heart of Fugrit, and we kind of just, down one of these narrow streets, we see a puff of white smoke drift lazily out of a window near the entrance of a small, nondescript store. The source of the smoke is an old dwarf sitting comfortably by the door. His weathered face illuminated by the glow of his pipe, he puffs quietly, the smoke curling around his head as he methodically goes over the items spread out before him on a worn wooden counter. 2 vials of slowfoot extract, 1 vial of green blood oil, 2 lock picks, and a pair of manacles. That should cut us even for the job well done. The old man looks up from his inventory, tapping the soot out of his pipe with a practiced hand. His eyes are sharp despite his years as he surveys the items and looks at you, Elegy. Would you like to describe your character?
Yes. I am Elegy Adiagio, and I am a rather tall, I'm about 6 feet-ish, tiefling with ash gray skin and 2 small protruding horns. I wear mostly tight-fitted but kind of flowy, dark purple, almost black clothing, and the most eye-catching part of me is my golden eyes. Yeah.
Elegy, let me switch back to the streaming screen before I forget. Second. You look at the table. Again, there are 2 vials of slowfoot extract, and I'll put this in chat so that way you can put it manually into your inventory.
Ooh, thank you.
Let's go chat. And we're gonna Peace. Bam, there you go. And then let me also, I believe I put this in your folder. No, I did not. That's okay though. I will send you descriptions of what each one does as well. I can actually give you, hold on one second. So the slowfoot poison you would know. Actually, give me a survival check to see if you know what these poisons actually do.
Sure thing.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Well, you know,
Wow.
maybe poison isn't
not a
your
damn
strong
clue.
suit. Yeah.
I have no fucking idea.
You know what? These
Dude,
poisons
weird.
look
Just
phenomenal. These definitely work. Nico leans over as you kind of like look at the poisons. Is like, I'm not quite sure what they do, but you know, it looks pretty good. Nico says, the slowfoot, just in case you're wondering, is it's used to help you know, make people a little slower when it comes to their exhaustion. And basically, the potion, what the poison does is it gives somebody a level of exhaustion if they fail a DC.
Ooh.
He points to the other one, the green blood oil. Give me 1 second. Where did I put the information for that one? Here it is. Points to the green blood oil and he says, if you can get anybody to drink this, they'll be on the floor vomiting for hours. Doesn't matter. Helps you subdue anybody that you need if you can get them to drink it or eat it. Horrible taste, though. So you gotta have something that can really overpower it. And he kind of just bags it all up and he looks at you again and he says, so we're square, right? I mean, I sent you on a job. I'm hoping this is enough for it.
I think this is square. For now, at least.
Or he looks at you and says, very good then. Oh, reminds me of one more thing. He reaches into his front pocket and kind of flicks with his wrist towards the table a letter. The letter looks very fanciful, has a very you know, fancy handwriting on it. You immediately notice that this is Darcy. And it has to you, your name on it, so it is a letter specifically meant for you. Nico looks at you and he says, you really need to stop having your mail delivered to my store, or I'll have to start charging you rent. His tone is gruff, but you could tell he's kind of joking too.
Charge me rent? Oh, you wouldn't. You wouldn't be so cruel to me.
You know what? Maybe your next job we have a little bit of a discount then.
I will get a PO.
Splendid. Well, I don't really mind it, but it's quite all right. You are how do they say, good for business. He says he kind of just gives you a nod.
Oh, I know. Thank you for the reminder, though.
He gets up out of his chair and kind of just makes his way around you to get some more theed to put in his pipe. You collect your things. Is there anything that you would like to do? You are in the city. You can. It's noon. It's 12 o'clock. And you can hear the pitter pattering of raindrops hitting the barrier outside too. So you do know it's raining outside. You just don't know how bad.
I think I'll hang in the shop for a little while. I'll open the letter, just read it.
Okay. Yep, you read the letter. It's an invitation to the Copper Kettle Inn for the elite people of the Adventurers Guild. But I mean, apart from that, that's all the letter says, and you do know it's from Darcy.
Yes, the elite. That is exactly how I would describe our little circle, I suppose. Well, what's around in the shop? Like, what exactly is
Well, you
we're
would,
selling here?
yeah, you would know that the resupply store, even though it's titled resupply, you can pretty much find anything that you would need for any sort of shady business here. Give me 1 second. I'll
Do
give you
love some shady business.
I'll give you some items that you can. Let's see. There's some, there's lockpicks. There's different types of poisons. There's a bunch of daggers. There's a bunch of rope. You see, like in a basket in the far right corner, there's like a clearance bucket, barrel, a clearance barrel for like torture items that are like used.
Oh,
Used torture.
There's
Hilarious.
there's like that's pretty much all you see in this place. You would also notice that Nico isn't a dwarf. He is a draugr, which is like a undercommon.
Duergar.
Yeah, draugr.
Do you really think you are ever going to sell these?
And you're picking up what? What are you trying to show him?
The used torture.
Oh. Nico looks at you and says, sometimes people come in here and they ask for, cheap torture items, Elegy, you remember when it was your first time torturing somebody?
I suppose.
You probably did not
But-
have all the right items for it, and it was probably by a very pricey penny to get everything you need. But here, it's only a few silver.
Quite a deal, I'll say.
Takes a puff out of his pipe.
Honestly, you're doing a service, I see.
Yes, I got to keep the criminal underground business going, yes?
Of course. That is how the gods intended.
He lets out a deep chuckle, and then leads into like a cough. And then the cough leads into like a deeper cough, like he's dying. And then he like props himself back up.
The elegy will not comment on that. That is none of their business.
None of your business. That is
So I have...
Oop, yes.
No, please go on.
I was going to say, if there's anything of interest that you would like in the store, you can let me know.
You will be the first to know.
Very good. Stops his pipe.
I have a little bit of time before we need to meet, so...
Yes. You have, would you like to see the map of the city?
Yes.
Okay. Let me bring you to the map. And then you can always, when you go to the map on the... Oh, you know what? You weren't here originally, so let me add you to the macros real quick. In here... Okay, and then it's this, and then what's your it's full. Okay, elegy, add the and then save changes. Okay, so for you, I don't think you have it, but if you go to the top right to like where the honeycomb button is, you see that? It's like it's called collections. It's to the left of the settings button in Roll20.
I see, yes.
Okay, you're gonna click that, and then you're gonna see location info. Just click the little button that says in bar, so that way it pops in your bar. And then that should now be at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
It is.
Okay, so now with that, what you're going to do is you can click on any of those red points, and then it'll give you, you'll pick yourself, and then it'll give you basically like an idea of what's there.
Neato. Thank you, thank you.
But you are right here.
I see. Okay.
It wouldn't even be that bad if I just put you on the map. There you go.
I think I'll slink around, kind of just going from the Black Needle to the Copper Kettle, because we're meeting at the Copper Kettle, right?
Correct, yeah.
So I'll just kind of meander my way down there, trying to stay as dry as I can.
Gotcha. Well, no need to worry about the rain. There is like a magical barrier that's covering the whole city from the rain. So it's like when you look up, you'll see like the pitter pattering of the rain hitting the bubble, protecting everybody inside of the city from the rain.
She's gonna look at that a little confused and vexed, and then just continue.
All good. I mean, I think everybody's been here for more than a year, right? Like character wise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Probably.
you guys would know that the city is most of the cities in Grinhut, at least the larger cities, are protected by magical means. Like there's usually like to protect from wyverns and other things from like hitting the cities, the inner walls. They're usually protected by magical means. In this case, Faden, you would be the only one that knows this. The magical barrier is like created using enchanted ore that was given by the your church, and each of those ores are found inside each of one of the bastions of the walls. That's how the barrier stays active.
Beautiful.
But LG, you would like to just stroll along?
That I would.
Okay. Is there anything you're looking for? Any stores?
Any distracted rubes?
Okay. All right. Give me a perception check.
I will perceive.
Time to perceive. 11. As you're making your way down the what I would call is probably like the slummy area of the city, you do pass by a few people, a wealthier gentleman and a woman that are kind of just walking down. He's got a nice gold wristwatch that's hanging out of his pocket. He's carrying a nice, expensive looking cane. The woman's dressed in very fancy clothing with a diamond necklace and everything. What would you like to do?
I would like to accidentally bump into them and try to steal two things.
Okay.
Immediately turn around and be like, "Oh, you dropped this," and then keep the other.
Okay. All right. I like that. So what I'm gonna need is a sleight of hand, and I'll give you advantage since you planned this out. 22. All right.
Wonderful.
You
Oh,
go ahead,
great.
describe it. The items you're gonna get off of them is the lady's necklace, the diamond necklace, and you're gonna get the wristwatch out of the man's pocket.
Perfect. So I will look like I am kind of just meandering without much of a clue of where I'm going, and then accidentally, quote unquote, bump into them. And I will make kind of a big deal. I'll turn to them and be like, oh my goodness, I am so very sorry. Please, 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 allow me help. I believe you dropped this.
The man.
And I will hand
Okay, go ahead.
the diamond. I will hand out the diamond necklace.
Diamond necklace. Okay. the woman says, "Oh, my necklace!" She,
My necklace.
Oh my goodness,
how
I have
did,
the same accent.
how did that fall off? Why, thank you thank you for returning my wife's beautiful necklace.
Yes, of course. It's the little clasps on the back. They get worn out. I would go to a jeweler, maybe.
Thank you. We will do that right away. And then he'll kind of cuff arms with his wife, and they'll kind of just quickly make their way to find a jeweler so they can get it fixed. Yeah. So you got yourself a gold wristwatch.
Wonderful.
While you are moving forward, Darcy, can I get a perception check?
Perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, second.
You're good. So you're gonna go to your character sheet, and then
Yeah.
you're just gonna press a little the word perception on the left hand side where it says skills.
Okay. Darcy. Okay. I'm so sorry.
No.
What is
No,
No, she's
no, I'm
not laughing.
at
She's
you.
not laughing at you.
I'm
No,
not
you're good,
laughing
you're
at you.
We're laughing at our doodles.
I saw the doodles.
I'm so sorry.
Where? I'm on my character sheet.
Yep.
I cannot find.
So like, you see where your armor class is?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go to the left. Do you see where it says proficiency bonus? Left of armor class.
Sorry. Okay, got you. Got you.
Okay, not there. We go. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. I'll say I'll give you advantage since you're taking a nice little stroll down the street, thinking about what you were gonna do with your day. The Copper Kettle was coming up soon, but you were heading there slowly.
As I head to the Copper Kettle, Darcy kind of looks down at herself in a slightly melancholy manner, sad that the guildmaster wouldn't be able to make it, but trying to struggle with the understanding of the situation.
As you're in deep thought, your eyes kind of glance up from it's not super busy street, but just a few people that are passing by, and you hear a commotion in the distance. Immediately, you would know who this person is. It's Elegy. But she seemed to have stumbled into two people, and with a natural 20, because you had advantage, you notice that she steals off of these people a necklace and a golden watch. And then pretty much the whole scene that just happened unfolds in front of you. The couple leaves, and Elegy is right there. Elegy, you haven't noticed Darcy yet, but Darcy, you notice Elegy right away.
My character runs up in a almost gremlin-like way, even with obtaining hooved feet. I run up with such speed, I actually unintentionally ram into Elegy.
I love it.
God. Oh, gods above. Oh, no. Hello.
Elegy, I see you've got something shiny. I am so thrilled. Let me see.
As a slight note, Elegy goes by they them pronouns.
Oh, my side. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
No, it wasn't you. It was just a note. Something I have no clue what you are on about. Shiny? No, me never.
My eyes kind of sparkle with a little bit of curiosity and then the sudden realization of, oh, and I sit there and I brush myself off and stand off and I stand up and I go, yes. You never anything shiny. Never any flair to you, for sure.
But if I were to have anything shiny, maybe 2 gold could allow a little peek, a gaze, perhaps.
I tilt my head, trying to figure out how to mull my way out of this conversation, and ask if you've received my invitation for tonight.
Elegy will sigh a little bit. But yes, I did receive your invitation. I am excited to attend. You may need to fix your language in the letter.
Mm,
I would not call us elite.
I kind of Darcy readjusts herself and her posture, and then kind of changes tone. Well, I sent the letter out to everybody in the guild. I wouldn't feel special about it or anything. I was just asking is all.
Oh, trust me.
I love
I
Darcy.
do not
I
feel
love
special
Darcy
about
so
this.
much.
Naturally, if I were you, I wouldn't feel that special either. I cross my arms, a little offended by the matter.
Aren't you just adorable? I do.
Darcy bounces her hair a little bit with her hand as if she's like getting a little volume in there. Aren't I? And then proceeds to walk in front of Elegy with a little slight faster pace, going to the Copper Kettle, unaware that Elegy's also headed in that direction.
Elegy will just walk at
Normal
like
pace.
match your pace,
okay.
but no, we'll match your pace and just kind of wait until you notice that I'm going in the same direction.
Should I roll a perception check for that?
I mean, are you trying to hide it, Elegy, or like?
Not at all.
No. Okay, so you would notice
Okay.
just by quickly glancing back. You would corner your eye.
After a while, Darcy starts to notice that Elegy is in fact going in the same direction as me, and I turn around and with like a fierce turn and look back at Elegy. And where do you think you're going exactly? I thought you said you didn't feel that special.
Going to the same place that you are.
Why might that
Just
be?
because I was invited, was I not? Unless you don't want me there.
Darcy rolls her eyes at the ask of the invitation, but then immediately rejects that and goes pale a little bit with, no, absolutely. I mean, you were invited, but I just feel like everybody deserves to share and partake in my skill.
Skill, yes.
Even if they may or may not be a little below the elite.
Oh,
It is so funny
so much
that
shade.
I love you so much.
it is so funny that you do not think that you are not also a part of F class.
And I'm nothing short of elite. I just try to match your skill level
You
is
are
all.
short, that's true.
And Darcy turns back around and proceeds to walk at a little bit of a faster pace, her fists balled at her hips as she tries to seem unbothered and fails miserably at doing so.
Darcy, you
um,
continue. Elegy before
Elegy's gonna blow you a kiss.
Lama.
Oh, you guys are both great. I love both of your characters already.
Elegy, before you can continue forward, your gaze kind of just shifts to the right very quickly as you pass the Shadow Quill Inn, where you've been staying for quite a while. You see that it's the normal amount of busy that it is, maybe like one or two customers in there. You can see through like the dirty stained glass. The owner, the proprietor of the inn. Yeah, no, I mean that we'll just say your gaze kind of just locks there for a few minutes as Darcy continues forward. Darcy, you make your way to the Copper Kettle. Give me 1 second. The Copper Kettle is currently closed, but you would know that it's open to people that actually like perform there and that have a room booked or anything like that. So you're obviously welcome to the Copper Kettle at this hour. As you enter, there are a few other. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Where is it? Here. Just give me 1 second to set this up. Change there. Okay.
Ooh, I have the hiccups.
Oh, Godspeed.
Godspeed. Let me grab these guys. Elegy, Lyra, Faden, Darcy. And we're going to change the music very quickly to Copper Kettle. Where did I put it? Okay. All right, Darcy. You come up to the Copper Kettle. Give me 1 second to get to the script. Darcy. Then we left off here. Okay. As you approach the Copper Kettle Inn, the first thing that catches your eye is the enormous silver and bronze infused kettle that's like coming out of the roof of this building. The structure itself stands tall with 3 distinct floors. The first floor is currently dead. There's nobody inside. There seems to be a light flickering inside, so maybe there might be a few people, but it's currently not open. But the second floor, the windows are kind of open. You can see people dangling their feet outside, leisurely smoking feed and watching the bustling street below. Some of the windows have clothes that are stretched out to dry, fluttering gently in the breeze. And then on the third floor, you see it's much quieter. The windows are closed. You would know that the third floor is generally used for storage and office space. But as you enter, if you'd like to enter the Copper Kettle,
I would.
go ahead.
I burst through the door, even though I know that it's currently not open to everybody else, but feeling welcome enough myself to roll on in.
Beautiful. You bust on in. If you'd like to move your token into the building.
Girl be trying. Got it.
Immediately you notice to the right, standing at the reception desk, Keto, or K8TO, the Warforged. He looks to you and he says, "Ah, Miss Harlow, it is a most gratifying occurrence to witness your return. Your presence here is always a welcome event. I trust that you are well prepared for your scheduled performance this evening."
Darcy sighs and again tosses her hair a little bit. Oh, if only I could tell you how many times I was told that today. And I walk up to him and lean up against the desk that he seems to be standing at and ask him if he is inside. And I casually lean up against the desk. Are you excited for my performance tonight?
He goes, Miss Harlow, I am ecstatic for your performance tonight.
Sounds about right. I mean, it's really in tune with who I am, I feel, and I hope it touches a lot of audience members.
Truthfully, Miss Harlow, that seems absolutely true. Matter of fact, while I am fully cognizant that you are not due to entertain until tonight, I must inform you that patrons have exhibited a marked preference for an early rendition to your latest composition. They have, with considerable frequency, expressed a desire to hear your new song before tonight's showing. Would that be alright?
Darcy kind of takes a step back and stands up straight for a second, then recomposes her nonchalant posture. I mean, I really wouldn't want to stress my lungs too hard before tonight. It's really important to me that I get this right. I only invited the guild's elite.
You see his like mechanical face spin from a happy smile to like a sad face. And he kind of just, oh, that is sad to hear, Miss Darcy, but understandable.
I mean, Darcy kind of frowns a little bit, a little worried to have caused concern to somebody who supports her, and shrugs off what she formerly said and proceeds to exhale a sigh. Well, as much as I would love to, as much as I want to save my breath for tonight, I suppose I could perform a different little tune for the time being.
His face immediately spins to that of like a happy, excited face. And he goes, that would be most significant for the Copper Kettle Inn.
And Darcy perks up a little bit at hearing this. Well, most significant I am, so...
Truly, and not without compensation, of course, due to a cancellation of another popular artist that was supposed to come earlier this evening. You can now have her gold. He puts 50 gold pieces in a bag on top of the desk.
Holy shit.
She groans a little bit at this, but eagerly accepts the gold. As she rolls her eyes and sighs, she replies, and a little against gritted teeth. It doesn't happen to be that bard lady, that names that starts with an S. Oh, I could never remember her name.
Ah, yes, Miss Starloween. She could not show up today, but it is sad, but thankfully you are here to fill her spot.
The spot that was rightfully mine. But yes, I suppose it is a minor inconvenience.
Ah, well, it's good that you can fill in for her, but let me prepare you a drink. And you just see him kind of like go through a chute in the ground and immediately pop up into the bar area.
She squeals a little bit at this, but tries to keep it under her breath, and giddily kind of skips over to the bar. And what concoction are we brewing up today?
Ah, good that you had asked. Please, take a look at the menu I have prepared. He slides you a menu. Give me 1 second. Where did I put it? Copper Kettle. And a boom. Show to players, show to everybody. Here you guys go.
Darcy picks up the menu and she toys with it between her hands as she reads over the descriptions. I think I'd switch it up today. I'll try your Feywild Nectar. Is this a new edition?
Ah, yes. Quite a keen eyesight you have, Miss Harlow. I will present it to you immediately. And he just quickly makes the drink. You see him throw like a a bunch of fruits and chop them up very quickly, and then he gets this like very glowing substance of alcohol, pours into the cup, throws in a few other sweet smelling liquids, pours a little bit of vodka, and then puts it onto the table for you. Of course, first drink free of charge.
Darcy wraps her fingers delicately around the mug and uses it in a way to and positions it in a manner as to catch her own face in the reflection. And as she does so, she tilts her face from side to side. You don't happen to think that I'm growing out a little beard, do you? Do I need to shave before tonight?
Kato kind of just scans your face. You see like a blue light emit out of his eyes as it scans your face, and he says, "There are exactly 87.2 hairs growing from your chin. Would you like me to shave them?"
In reaction to this news, her eyes go wide, and she leans forward and rams her hands onto his chest as if to grab his shirt, forgetting he's a warforged, and then immediately revokes her hands, pulling them back and shaking them off to relieve the pain. Yes, yes, do it now.
You see a beam of light come out of his eyes and quickly like shave your chin with like heat. And then but they weren't even like noticeable. They were just like baby hairs that were growing at the bottom of your chin.
Darcy doesn't matter about. It doesn't matter.
Beautiful. You continue to have a drink with Kato, or he makes you a drink and everything, and you guys continue to talk for a little bit. We're gonna transition to another character. Give me 1 second. See, Darcy, I think you're getting the flow of it now.
I'm trying.
No, you're getting
You're
it.
doing so good.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
No, you're doing awesome.
Lyra, you were hopelessly optimistic, bro.
No, you're doing great.
Let's see.
Darcy is such a fun character, and I legitimately mean that. I think we are going to have so much fun.
I think everybody's characters are really great, especially Eloise.
Yes. This is going to be such a fun campaign. We have, I can already tell we're going to have great chemistry.
LG's character voice sounds so insanely good. I'm like, it's one of the prettiest voices I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you.
It's okay, Darcy. I can't really do character voices either. We can be together. We can be together in the.
Nervous, so I'm like stuttering and I'm mixing up my actions and my script. And,
you and I can be the ones whose our character voices is just very slightly different from our speaking voice.
Once I get there, oh my goodness, yes.
Okay. Right. Back to the Moonlit Apothecary. We leave the city again. And it is raining very hard outside. But we return back to the brewing potion room with Lyra and the two little fairies. You've successfully...
my bestie and the meanie.
Yes. You guys have successfully bottled all the vials. You've made 12. So you have 12 minor healing potions that you can put back on the shelf in the front.
Fantastic.
Would you like to do that?
Absolutely, I will.
All right.
Can my mouse turn back on, please? There it is. I will go ahead and move myself back out to here with the potion bottles in my hands and hopefully not drop them.
All right. You put them...
Not that clumsy.
You put them onto the shelf. You feel the eyes of like every customer immediately like look at you, and then
in
look
a bad
at
way?
No, like in a like ooh, more potions, and then they immediately look at the potions that you're putting down onto the counter. Yeah. Your mentor gives you a smile. And she also says, she looks at you and she just quickly says, "Oh, that reminds me, Scylla has a letter that arrived in the mail for you, if you would like to go pick it up."
Absolutely, I would. I love getting mail. And I will go get my mail.
As
I
you
love Mel so much.
as you are leaving, you hear like immediately everybody quickly make their way to like where you were and grab every vial that you just put up and get in line to buy them.
Fantastic. As I leave, I will just give like a little good luck in there. I hope everything goes okay while I'm gone. And then like half run, half skip out.
Beautiful. You're gonna go back up to the brewing room, and Scylla has the letter for you.
Amazing. Let me get onto my grabby and move. Hooray! I will like have like burst in and be like, I've been told that I have a letter waiting for me.
You hear like a sigh. Scylla just looks at you and she's like, "Yes, I have the mail." And she just go ahead.
Holding my hand out, doing little grabby hand.
Flies over, grabs the letter, and just plops it right into your hand. Immediately, you notice fancy handwriting, Darcy. Like, those are the immediate connection.
It's a letter from Darcy! Rips it open, not really caring about if the envelope gets damaged or not. What is it? What is it? What's it? Reading it.
You
Same
read
letter, I
it.
assume.
Yep, same letter. Invitation to the performance tonight.
Oh my gosh! My bestie's gonna be performing! Immediately I will go over to my good friend Marv over there and be like, Marv, look, my friend's going to be performing tonight.
Oh, that's cool, bud.
I've told you about Darcy, right?
Yeah, I've heard a lot about her.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's gonna be really exciting. I can't wait.
I bet.
I should probably start going now.
Wish I could go.
I know, I wish I could bring you with. Maybe sometime.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Yeah. You recall that all the fairies are bound to the Moonlit Apothecary. They can't even leave.
I say it anyways. I say it anyway. I know they can't leave, but I say it anyways. Horribly optimistic, remember? One of these days I'll find a way for you to leave. One of these. Maybe. Oh, hear me out, Marv. I bring her here, and I have her perform for you here.
Oh, that would be swell, Lyra.
That would be a great idea. I will talk to Miss Moonshadow tonight about that when I get home.
Oh, thank you, Lyra.
Of course, because I want to bring my friend's music to you, and since you can't leave, you can't go to see it, but I could bring it to you. Yeah, it's a great idea. All right, I should probably go because I don't want to be late, and then I will skip out without another word.
Okay. All right. You quickly make your way out of the brewing potion room, past the register area. It is pouring outside, so
That's okay.
Okay. Right through it. Gotcha.
Just going straight out in the rain, doesn't care.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second. Let's see.
It's just a little bit of water, guys. It's fine.
Just a little. It's not like you're the Wicked Witch, you know?
Am I? There's a moment as Lyra is running out into the rain that she wonders, am I going to melt if it touches me? No, why would that happen? That's ridiculous! Right?
Alright, Lyra, there you are. Alright, Lyra, it is storming out, but, you know, what's water, right?
Yeah, what's water? I've got a spell I can use to dry myself off eventually.
Exactly. You follow the muddy path that is drenched in rain to the front gate. Quickly drag you over there. Give me 1 second.
Yippee. Yeah, I will say the map hasn't loaded for me, so it's just a white screen.
Yeah. To help with that, the best way to do it is to zoom all the way out and then zoom in. And usually that fixes it very quickly.
Amazing. Yeah, so I might need a little bit of guidance until it.
All good. You make your way to the front gate. You see about 10 or 11 guards that are just stationed at the front. You would know that in order to get into any of the cities in Grenhut, you need to show either your Adventurers Guild ID, or a church ID or anything like that to get in.
Some form of
Some sort
identification.
of ID to get into a walled city.
Perfect.
You have that on hand. You don't have to worry about it.
Fantastic. I am definitely the kind of person that I make small talk with the guard as they're like checking over my, like validating that I actually can come in. It's like, hi, how are you? How are you doing today? What if anyone interesting come in? You know, trying to make conversation.
You walk up to them
Every time.
and they say, "Oh, I need ID and verification."
Right here. So, anything interesting happened today? How are you? I guess that's what I should start with. How are you?
Oh well, I'm doing fantastic. It's been
That's good.
been great. How are you doing? Looks at your
I'm
ID.
doing pretty good. I get to go see my friend perform tonight. I'm so excited about that.
That's great. All right, well, it looks like everything's tip-top shape. You're welcome on in.
Great, thank you. You have a fantastic rest of your day.
You too. And you walk on in, and
Go on in.
Copper Kettle's right there. But as you turn the corner, you do notice it is still too early. The event doesn't happen until later. Matter of fact, let me just put Darcy right here so she's out of view. It's not until later that you're going to be able to get into the Copper Kettle. They don't open until about 3 or 4 o'clock. Is
Got
there
a little
anything...
too overzealous.
A little too overzealous. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're waiting?
I don't think I'll do anything in particular. I think I'd probably just go and roam the city.
Gotcha.
It's not often that I come into the city itself, so I'll do a little roaming. Just kind of walk around, see if there's anything fun.
Which way would you like to go? North? Even deeper into the city?
Yeah,
or...
we'll just go north. North is a fun direction.
Okay, gotcha. It
is still white for me, so
you're good.
I can only see the red notable locations.
You tried zooming all the way out, right?
I think it's just my computer. My computer is very mean.
It is a very big map, so it does that sometimes. You can always look at the stream too, because the stream has it.
She is very old.
I feel that.
So she does not like to load things very often or very quickly.
Understandable.
But yeah, I'm not looking for anything in particular. I'm just kind of roaming,
right,
seeing if anything catches my eye.
Give me a perception check.
Yippee! Let me get to my character sheet. I definitely still have open, and I didn't close. Where's it?
I believe her.
Hold on! I'm trying to open my character sheet. It's made my my whole everything. My Roll20 is not happy with me. Hold on.
God forbid you access your character sheet while playing.
God forbid. I have a warning on my screen that says something went wrong and I cannot click anything. Let me fully reload the page real fast. It did not like me opening my character sheet. Oh, God.
Roll20 is a fickle bastard.
We love Roll20.
It is. I got too much money in it. I can't turn it away.
Well, you didn't even wine and dine Roll20 first.
Oh, I've been wine and dining it for 4 years.
I'm going to try to open it. I'm going to fully close out Roll20 and open another instance of Roll20.
Are you on
Give me
Google?
A quick moment.
You're on Google, right?
No, I don't use Google. I use Opera.
Okay. Oh yeah, Opera should be working the same.
Yeah. I mean, it runs on Chrome.
Opera.
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of my laptop.
You know what? Do me a favor and try booting it. Try booting it up in Discord instead of on.
Ooh, good idea.
And see if that helps.
Let's see. Start my activity. Roll20 on Discord. Hooray!
Let's see if that. It might be easier on here because they might have like dumbed it down for Discord.
Oh, hold on. Character sheet is open in the other browser, not on Discord. I forgot how words work. You said a perception check?
Yes, please.
Amazing. I can read. Perception.
A beautiful 4.
Nice.
I'm doing great today, guys.
Beautiful rules today, guys. Beautiful rules. Yeah, you look around. Apart from heading north, you see a lot of the buildings are a lot more well kept. They're a lot fancier. You seem to be more in like the cultural district of the city. Lots of arts, lots of vendors are kind of just selling arts and crafts. There's a lot of people that are performing on the street as well. Yeah, That's pretty much all you'll see with that, with a 4. We're gonna switch over. Go ahead.
Very quick question. Do I get any more information on that song that was stuck in my head?
Give me a history check.
A history, wonderful.
It's starting to become clearer in your mind. A few extra words are added to the song.
Amazing. I didn't know if maybe one of the street performers was singing it, like it was a widespread song, or was it a one-time that night song? You know, just want to get it out of my head.
It's actually, yeah, it's an unreleased demo, actually.
Alright, we can move on now.
Back to the home of Seed, we see steam releasing out of a room as Faden comes wrapped in a towel. Faden, you finished your shower. Are you getting dressed? What are you wearing?
Faden is just gonna get dressed in his normal outfit. Let's be clear, he is putting on the exact same clothes that he was wearing the night before. He did not wash them.
Oh no!
No.
Oh,
He does do himself a service and get a new pair of underwear, but everything else is a bit nasty.
exactly the same.
It's okay. Somebody in the group knows prestidigitation. There has to be at least one person.
Not me.
Not me.
I feel like it should be me, but it's not me.
Oh no!
Oh,
I had to buy scrolls.
I do, though, have Sacred Flame, so if we want to burn the clothes...
Okay, makes sense. You come out, get dressed, put on your old clothes, and you see Seed. He's just kind of like enjoying a book at the fireplace of his home. He looks to you, and he says, "Are you going to be alright getting to the front gate?"
I should be. Is there a reason I wouldn't?
No, just the storm outside.
Oh, right. Yeah, I should be fine.
Okay. Alright. Well, be careful. And he flips his page.
Faden will take his leave.
You make your leave. You go ahead and head up to the gate.
Oh wait, before he does, is there any of that bottle of wine left?
There
in
is.
the
There is
kitchen?
still a bottle of wine left.
See, do you mind if I take this with me?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Awesome, thank you, man.
You get the bottle.
Yep.
Head over. Did you bring your ID with you?
That's a great question. The answer is probably no.
Okay.
Wait, no. He's gonna dig through his pockets, and it's a question of if he's had it in the past week, it's probably still in his pocket.
You reach into your pocket. Give me 1 second. It's there, surprisingly.
Yay.
Oh my god.
Drenched in rain and nasty clothing and just looking and carrying a bottle of liquor in your hand, you come up to the front gate. Oh, who goes there?
It's Faden. I need to get in.
Oh, an ID.
Yeah, I should have it right here.
He looks at the ID, he looks at you. Hold on a second, guys. Take a look at this. The other person passes it to him. The picture that's drawn on here is like of a very well-kept elf. And just a very upstanding and very like studious. He looks very like well put together. And then they look at you and they're like, right, what did you say your last name was?
It's Hayes.
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 Alright, I mean, that checks out. What do you guys think? The other
Sorry,
guard...
say that again?
No, they're just talking amongst each other. He's like, alright, yeah, right, we'll let you in. They hand you back your ID, and, kind of just, like, eye you a little suspiciously, but...
Faden, like, looks at his ID and is trying to figure out if, like, he grabbed the wrong ID, but he doesn't see anything that the guards would be confused about. He's like, that's me. That's a photo of me.
It is as you walk in, it is probably around 2 or 3 o'clock at this point. It's getting closer to when the Copper Kettle would open. I would say as you turn the corner, you pass the Copper Kettle, you immediately spot Elegy.
Oh,
Oh.
shit, Elegy, you were invited too?
Elegy is going to kind of scrunch their face a little bit. Oh, you are rather fragrant today.
Oh,
Yes,
am I?
I was
did.
invited.
I did just shower, so glad to hear that I'm smelling good.
Mm, yes. Yes, I was also invited.
Well, I'm glad
I
to hear.
see.
Yeah, what are you
I see the
been
rest
up
of
to?
the. Oh, just some odds and ends. Making some gold, doing some jobs. The usual. You?
Uh, yeah, some of the same. I've been seeing people doing things.
From across the couch?
Yeah, sure. You don't you don't know what I've been up to. I
It's
could have,
true.
mind you, I could have cracked this whole thing open.
Did you?
No.
That is what I thought. But one day, I believe it.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah, roll insight, roll insight.
We got a -3 to insight, so
Should I combat with
Deception?
deception?
Yeah, see, let's see. I mean, you could just be blatantly like, okay, yeah. Alright, beautiful. 13 wins.
Yeah, Elegy wasn't really hiding the fact that they were being a little mean.
Faden just nods, and he's not gonna call Elegy on it, cause like he knows.
Elegy is going to very gently, very daintily put one hand on your shoulder and just, shall we enter or shall we wander for a while?
Well, if you want to wander, I got some drinks for the road. If you'd like to partake.
Please.
And he holds out the bottle of wine, just that he's carrying with him.
Elegy will take a rather large swig of that.
You two.
All right, they them after my own heart.
Name them after my own heart. Oh,
You two start drinking as you're heading a little north. And as you're day drinking, Lyra, you see them.
oh my gosh! Is that my friends over there? And I will half skip, half run over to them. It is Faden Elegy.
Elegy.
Hi, Lyra.
Elegy. Right. I'll get it one of these days. Hi.
One of these things, yes.
Wow, Faden, you are. When's the last time you washed those clothes? Your little Lyra's trying so hard to be nice right now, but Faden's clothes are a little stinky. Your clothes, I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out my herbalism kit. I've got some new flowers that I think you might like. Can I try to, take some of the herbs and flowers that's in my herbalism kit and kind of, crush them up into...
Like a
perfume
cologne?
deodorant?
Yeah, go ahead. Run me your herbalism kit.
Let's see, I have to find... There it is.
Query... yeah, okay, there you go.
Oh!
You try to mix things up properly, but it's just not smelling right. It's smelling pretty foul as well. Not as bad as Faden, but I mean, maybe it could mask it.
Hey Faden, I've got this. So I was trying to make something to kind of freshen up your clothes a bit. No offense, they're a little old smelling.
That's a new one.
I've got this kind of weird smelling paste on my hand now. Do you want to try to rub it on your shirt and see if it makes it smell a little bit nicer? And I will like hold out my hand that has this disgusting paste.
Smells bad.
Lara, I'm gonna give you another shot to sell your what'd you say, weird smelling you wanna pick some better vocabulary?
I will like hold it up really close to my nose and take like a really long smell of it and go, it smells like nature.
Mm.
It's herbs that are mixed together.
Faden turns to Elegy and goes, "Am I really that bad?"
Yes.
Alright, fuck it.
I will kind of like very gently smear it on your shirt. It's not. It's
Awesome.
not. It was intended to be probably like a liquid, but
Yeah,
it kind of just turned into a paste because I mixed it wrong.
That's a really nice green-colored stain you've just put on me.
Beautiful.
It'll wash out. It'll wash out. I know how.
You know,
Look,
Faden,
ahead.
it brings out your eyes.
it's not that hard to wash herbs out of your clothes. See, I've got a white top on. This was green and brown yesterday.
I mean, my top was originally white. It's
Oh!
Faden,
What?
how about tonight? You don't have an extra shirt with you right now, do you? No, of course you wouldn't.
I got a bottle of wine.
How about tomorrow you bring me your shirts and I will see, I've got this nice herb mix that I use on my clothes that gets, all of the stains and the smells out. How about I
It's
teach you?
It's called kindling and fire.
No. We don't burn things unless we have to, but we don't. That's wasteful. We don't want to waste clothes. You can still wash these. Might take a couple tries, but with the right herb mix, you can get stains out.
Much obliged, Lara. I would take you up on that. And he
Yes.
is genuine in saying that.
I would absolutely happily unstain your shirts for you.
Thank you.
As you
I'm
guys
actually
are
trying to learn magic to unstain, but not quite there yet.
as you guys are having this conversation, we're gonna just very quickly switch back to the Copper Kettle Inn. You guys are having this conversation. If you're starting to notice the streets starting to get a little more packed as people are going into buildings and just enjoying the evening now. Darcy, let me fill up the inn so we know how many people are going to be listening to you. Go like this, and we're going to go like this, and we're going to go like that. All right.
Oh my.
You currently would be on the stage, just tweaking your instruments and everything, making sure everything's good to go for the performance. Is there anything in particular that you need to prep for your performance? Because you're doing one performance soon, and then you're gonna do your normal performance that everybody's supposed to be here for.
I don't think there's anything I need to prep since this one first performance is just supposed to be more of like a warm up and a kind of consolation uh, to make up for disheartening my employer.
All good, all good. Um,
And,
Kato would have told you also that anybody that was invited by you, he's reserved seating for them on the balcony area, which is
Ooh.
up here.
Very bougie.
Very bougie.
Very bougie.
And
Yeah. I think the only thing that I'd be doing as I'm preparing for this warm up is Darcy would be like hastily looking over to the balcony just to see like if any of the guild has showed up yet or like imagining who would show up. And since the tavern or since the Copper Kettle's like starting to get filled, she's kind of shamelessly optimistic that maybe somebody would slip in.
you give me a perception check.
More Instagram. Boop, boop.
Okay. You glance over the room to see if you notice anybody just yet. Maybe they might show up early, maybe they might show up later, maybe they'll show up during your performance. You never know. But in front of you right now, there doesn't seem to be anybody from the Adventurers Guild. You do notice a few patrons that just like your music in general. There's particularly the gnomes over here. They like to listen to your music. You have a noble fan that's over here on the left that tends to give you a good tip at the end of the night, like a gold piece in the cup. Yeah. That's all you really notice with a 3. Nobody in the balcony yet, and yeah. So, do you want to prepare for your performance now? Yes.
Yeah, I suppose I will prepare for the performance now.
Okay. So do me a favor and roll me a d6.
Okay. For rolling a d6, would I?
Left hand side where the dice icon is, underneath the ruler. You're gonna click that, and then you're just gonna press d6.
I do not see the dice icon.
Like okay. So when you're looking at the
I
map,
see. Okay.
yeah,
I see. Yes. Okay. Got
that's
you.
like quick roll. Oh, very good. Okay. So you're gonna be able because you're preparing. You're spending like a good 30 minutes preparing for your performance. You're gonna be able to add this 6 to your actual performance roll when you actually perform. Okay.
Sick. Got it.
All right. With that being said, we're just gonna quickly go back to the front of the store. 1 second. Here, and then I can go to this. All right. Lyra, Elegy, Faden, would you guys like to go into the tavern, the Copper Kettle Inn?
Yes.
Do you, Faden's gonna, as he approaches the door, do you allow in outside drinks?
Oh, you're asking. Well, there's nobody outside the
Is
door.
there
It's just
someone at the door,
no.
someone at the bar?
Hold on 1 second. Let me reload real quick because my screen just froze. Wait. Let me make sure the stream's okay. Yeah, the stream's fine. It's just the screen. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. And you're just okay, so let me actually get you guys onto the Copper Kettle outside so that way you can see what's actually going on. We're gonna go here, go here, go here. We're gonna drag Faden onto the map. And everybody else. There we go. Okay, you guys are in front of the Copper Kettle right now.
Amazing.
Yes.
I love how you guys are all circles and I'm just this slightly wide square.
I need to make you a token. I forgot to make you a circle token.
No, I love it. It's great. Keep it.
Stretched.
Right.
The doors are open.
Early square character is a square.
Change. Click this off. We're gonna go here. Okay. All right. You guys are good to enter. Faden, you're asking. So when you walk in, you notice that there is like a reception desk almost, just to kind of like get people checked in and everything.
Oh, this is a fancy place.
Yeah. Yeah. As you all enter the inn together, you're greeted by a mechanical figure who stands ready at the desk. Greetings, adventurers! Welcome again to the Copper Kettle Inn. Do you have an invitation for this evening?
I will just
Lyra
put the letter.
I will excitedly pull out my letter and be like, yeah, it's from my friend.
Ah, a letter. May I take a look at it?
Absolutely, and I will hand it over. Totally, probably like pushing Elegy out of the way.
Well,
Elegy's fine with that. You take lead.
you present the invitations. You each hand over your invitations to Kato, as his mechanical eyes scan each one with a soft whirring sound, and then he nods for approval, and says, "You can find your seating at the balcony over there." And he just gestures to the balcony seating area to the left. Faden, he sees you carrying a bottle of alcohol, and he says, "Ah, I see you have brought in your own drinks."
Yeah, is that a problem?
No, not a problem at all. VIP guests are more than welcome to bring their own alcohol.
Ooh,
Oh,
we're VIP guests.
VIP.
I will elbow
Oh.
Elegy and be like, "Did you hear that? We're VIP."
Ow.
I
Shit,
didn't elbow
man.
you that hard. Are you that sensitive? I'm sorry.
I bruise easily.
I will reach over and like very gently like wipe where I elbowed, like trying to soothe the pain.
Don't touch me.
Okay, I pull my hand back. You know, I am a healer. If it does hurt, I can heal you. I'm kind of like
Lyra?
dedicated a lot of
Lyra.
Mhm.
Hush.
Okay.
Apologies, but we do have a dress code for attending these events. He looks at you, Faden.
Oh no.
It is quite alright. I am prepared for these situations. He pulls out a bottle. It looks like some sort of like swirling blue liquid that has like glitter inside of it. And he says, simply pour this on your head and you will be clean.
That sounds so amazing. Oh my gosh. I should ask Ms. Moonshadow if she could teach me how to make something like that. That is so smart.
Faden's gonna take the bottle and he's gonna sniff it at first, smell it, see what it smells like.
It smells like blueberries.
He is gonna
I
take a
love
sip.
it.
You're gonna take a what? A swig of it?
Gonna take a sip.
Oh, okay. Your insides begin to bubble, and
God.
like not bubble bad, but more like burp, and you kind of like you burp, and then a bubble pops out of your mouth.
I just kind of stare at that. Is that safe?
Not for consumption. Simply pouring on your body will suffice.
All right.
Yeah, well, will it kill me or will it get me drunk?
I mean, it's too late now. You already drank it.
If you're wanting to get drunk, I can advise you to drink some of my alcoholic beverages provided here at the Copper Kettle Inn. And he just hands you a menu.
Faden's gonna hold on to the menu, put it in the same bottle as he put the wine in, and then he's gonna dump the potion on his head.
Ah, beautiful. Faden, your clothes return to their original state. Your smell is no longer there. Even the substance that Lyra had created is no longer there as well. You are clean.
Man, my favorite green stain.
It's okay. I can stain it again if you want.
Oh, thank you.
He looks to you and he says, "Right then, I will be in the VIP section later to take your orders. Without further ado,
Hooray!
Goodbye." And he just he swings down into like this vent underneath the table, and then he reappears at the bar.
Amazing. So Faden, you did drink a sip of that, and it was very obviously not for consumption. If you start to feel bad, like you're dying, please tell me, because healer.
I hate to break it to you, darling, but I feel bad like I'm dying about 95% of the time.
You just see like my face pale a little bit. Oh. Okay.
I'll let you know if it gets worse.
Okay. Do you need me to like make you like herbs or something? I think I might be able to.
I think
Do you
this
want me
is
to
more.
pray for you?
I think this is more head sick than it is body sick, my dear.
Oh. I don't think I can help with that.
Mm,
I
I will, when I do my nightly prayer, I will ask tonight.
oh yeah, you can do that, darling. Why don't we just head up?
Okay.
sounds wonderful.
I
You,
will follow the others up to the balcony.
gotcha.
Assuming all three of us are going.
Yep. You guys head up the stairs, past the red rope that's kind of like separating people. Give me a second. There you go. You guys can figure out where you want to sit.
Yippee! I will very excitedly. Can my mouse turn on? There we go. I'm going to put myself in this chair. I'm going to turn this chair around though, so I can see.
Yes, you actually turn your chair around and you see Darcy. What are you doing, Darcy? How are you preparing?
Preparing, but I am caught off guard by the commotion of the burping and whatever was happening up front. And Darcy squints and she thinks to herself, what is on Vaden's shirt? I thought we had a dress code for these occasions.
The dress
Oh
code
my
is
goodness.
green.
I will
What?
be. You go. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. We're good.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I will be like excitedly waving to Darcy anytime that she looks in our general direction.
Darcy raises her hand very close up to her body, but to head level, it awkwardly tilts it back and forth in a wave.
Very excited wave back. I'm so excited to see you perform tonight. You're gonna do awesome. Little double thumbs up.
Darcy replies with another double thumbs up while still squinting at Baden Hayes, not even noticing that Elegy has been there yet.
Elegy's kind of hanging back a little bit. Like, Darcy, you could probably see them, but they're definitely not like. They're trying to look like they're not exactly part of Lyra and Phaeton's group.
Because I'm focused strictly on Baden and whatever is on his shirt. Discipline is very important to me.
Oh, love it. I feel
with-
like it's also not green. I feel like it's like a weird, like grayish green.
It's like a nice cat vomit green.
Yes,
Oh.
exactly.
Oh, wonderful.
Love these colors. Love these colors.
The color of nature.
The color of nature.
The worst parts of nature.
Hey, we never said we had to be good. I never said I was a good herbalist. I just said I was an herbalist.
Fair enough.
All right. So as you guys are waving at Darcy and everything, Darcy, immediately notice that Kato comes to like the front of the bar, which has like levers and all kinds of stuff on it. He begins to pull a bunch of levers. The sound of the casual music that was playing starts to dim. Lights start to shut down, and everything kind of fades, leaving the stage lit up. Are we doing like a short presentation of the song you want to perform tonight? Like a little what do you call it? A little taste of it?
Yeah. I think we are doing a little taste, but as the lights start to dim, Darcy is instantly in her prima donna state of like getting her posture together, doing the breath and shaking off the jitters, and then giving like this very, very stereotypical swooning type celebrity look.
You hear Kato go, "Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Harlow presenting a song she came up with by herself." And
Jesus Christ.
I love you, Kato.
and with that, you can roll me a performance check, and then you get a +6 to it.
Okay, that will also be in my character sheet.
Yes, so the performance
For
check
sure.
should be bottom
Same
left.
place. Got you.
It'll be kind of like, ooh,
Ooh,
ooh.
It's
double
good.
ones. It's
Oh.
double ones.
I get
Wow.
+6 though.
Bombastic
Oh,
side
is
die.
fucking with
Roll
us.
20! Roll
That-
20 hates
That's
us!
one of my
I
highest.
feel like every single one of us have rolled a 1.
I also don't
I
think.
rolled,
Hold on,
I
let
rolled
me.
2 separate ones.
Darcy, I don't think you have it the query right either. So let me just double check real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, you have mystery query on it. So let me actually put it on the right query. What query is it again, guys? For is it charisma for performance?
Yes.
It's charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have a +4 to it. Is it giving you that? Let me see.
No,
that's weird.
it's given 0.
Alright, let me roll it again. Here. I'll roll it 4. Okay, let me see if it's working on my screen. No, why is it not working on my screen?
It wants to punish Darcy for being an egotistical turd.
Okay, try it again. So the number you're gonna... Okay, try it now, and then if it doesn't add it, we'll just add it manually. It's okay.
Okay, so do another performance roll.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So then, so it's an 18 plus...
Another one!
Yeah, that's crazy. An 18 plus 6. So here's what I'm gonna say. You can either hold the 6 for your actual performance, or you can just run with an 18.
I'm gonna run with the 18.
Okay. With an 18, Darcy, you start to play your music. Give me 1 second.
Oh my goodness.
The sound of your instrument fills the room. Lots of people start to sway along with the music as you give them a taste of what you're going to be showing them tonight. Beautiful. And then playing. All right. And as the music continues to play, Darcy, roll me 1 perception check.
Okay. I just need to leave this page up.
What'd you get? 10? Okay, that's good enough. NPC. Give me 1 second. As the music starts to play, you see the guildmaster enter the Copper Kettle Inn. Give me 1 second.
At seeing the guildmaster enter the Copper Kettle Inn, Darcy's eyes widen a little bit and she almost breaks her swooning celebrity persona, the mysterious artist, but she quickly recomposes herself.
Very good. All right. Music continues to play. You stop right about now to tell everybody that they're gonna listen to the rest later tonight if they liked it. You get like a roaring round of applause as people cheer. A hat goes around the bar as tips are put on there, and Kato kind of just puts it into a bag and hops over and just puts it on the table over here to the left. And then yeah, that's it for your performance. You can go and join your friends now at the top. Another group will fill your spot and just play some soft jazz. You like jazz?
So Darcy kind of, instead of her normal rants over to her friends, she does a kind of stroll over.
Lyra,
Me?
do you have flowers on your person?
Absolutely, yes, I do.
I'm gonna take one.
I will. Are you trying to steal it, or are you asking me for it?
She just, they just said they'd take one.
I'll probably just like pickpocket you a little bit. For fun.
Absolutely does not notice. Too excited for too excited about French, does not notice.
Wonderful. So I will
No,
take one of
Don't even have to try. No rolls needed. Easily pickpocketed.
Wonderful. I will take the flower, and Darcy, as you approach, I will kiss the flower and tuck it in your hair. That was an excellent performance, my friend.
Darcy gets feverishly red and fumbles a little bit. Well, naturally, of course it was, but I do appreciate an applause.
You did so good! I'm like over there like clapping little tiny claps, not wanting to like intrude on both of them, but also so excited about Darcy doing good.
Yeah.
It's like, you did so good, but I'm going to stay in my chair!
Faden is almost at the bottom of a bottle of wine, but he goes, "Would you like the last drink?"
Darcy gets overwhelmed at this applause and the offer, and she walks over immediately and takes the bottle, thinking that it was a gift for her performance, and gets a little disheartened when she notices it's almost empty. I mean, is there a glass in this?
Oh, she
shot
wants a
glass?
glass?
Probably.
I might have-
but I mean,
I might have cups.
There-
I'll
there's,
start going through my bag.
There's some cups on the table.
I will still start digging through my bag for cups anyways.
And then immediately getting distracted, she goes back to buying Faden's shirt. I thought we had a protocol for this. Like, did they not clean you up when they went in through the door? Lyra, you let him
He
in
drank
here
the
like
potion.
this?
He,
Oh,
he drank it.
oh.
I really liked the look of the green stain, so I had Lyra add it back in.
It wasn't on purpose the first time.
Immediately upon knowing that Lyra was the cause of the stain, Darcy steps back a bit and tilts her head at Faden. Well, the green does bring out the color of your eyes, I suppose.
That's what I said!
It wasn't on purpose, guys. I didn't. It was an accident. I needed to reorganize my herbalism kit because I think I accidentally flipped two of them in my kit and used yarrow instead of oh god, I can't think of any other herb names off the top of my head.
Mint.
True to character.
Yeah, I think I used yarrow instead of mint, and yarrow has a little bit of staining properties, but mint would have made it smell good. Yarrow and lavender stains, yarrow and mint smells good.
A happy little accident, needlessly, I suppose.
Maybe you don't know. Maybe I'm starting a new fashion trend.
Yeah, do you want me to do you want me to stain all of your shirts for you? Lyra
No.
looks like she's about to cry.
He's done.
Faden laughs and puts his hand on her shoulder and goes, "You don't need to do all that for me."
Okay. And again, I can watch it out. Probably.
We'll see what happens.
You
Alright.
know, this
As
is
long as
so
you're not
much
mad.
trouble. We could just get you a new shirt.
Lyra walks. Well,
Why?
Darcy walks over and embraces Lyra in a hug, thanking them for coming anyways to defuse the situation.
Immediate, like, Lyra gives super tight hugs. Immediate tight hug. You did so good! Obviously trying to, like, rebound off of I'm about to cry. Just like, your performance was so good, you did awesome. Finally, like, releases you from the hug.
Thanks.
You did
I
so
think I
good,
needed
so
my
cool.
lungs.
Oh, sorry, right, sorry, I'm a little bit stronger than I think. She says that she has a 12 strength.
I look up,
No, but
Darcy
really,
looks
you did
over to
good.
LG and stares at their arms. Is that a bruise?
Lyra, again, before LG can even answer, just goes, that one was a mistake too!
It's something like that.
Darcy eyes Lyra up and down and then kind of does a half smile of sympathy. Right.
Yeah. No words. Obviously, like, Lyra's trying to come up with something to say in her defense, but she just can't think of what to say.
I think we should drink.
Hell
You
yeah.
guys have fun with that. I don't do alcohol.
Shirley Temple?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Hmm.
Yeah, can we call a C3PO or whatever his name was?
Yeah. Yep. You see a bell. See a bell in the middle of the table that says "Press if you're ready."
Ding!
You, if you're looking at where
You
he
don't have to
is
make the sound.
currently,
It makes the sound for you.
Yeah, well, what if you didn't hear it? Did you ever think about that?
Hey, did you ever think about maybe saying it was fun?
Yeah,
No.
I agree.
Fun! I point to Fade and I'm like, fun.
if you see where
That's
he
you
is
there.
currently at the bar, he'll go down into the vent, and immediately reappear next to Lyra.
Yippee!
And he'll say,
Terrifying.
he'll come popping out of the vent, and he'll be like, "Hello, the bell was rung. Are you ready to order?"
Yes, I am. Faden
I-
is going to cut off everybody else. He is going to shuffle his way right up, make himself first in line.
I do have a
Uh,
quick question about
yeah.
ordering real fast.
Mhm.
Do they have like a mocktail menu?
Currently the only alcoholic beverages are the ones that would be on the menu right now.
Like non-alcoholic. What's the
Oh,
non-alcoholic?
you can always
beverage
just
here?
tell him. You can just tell him to make it non-alcoholic, and he'll just.
Amazing. Perfect. That's even better. All right, go on, Faden. Put in your order.
Overlooked the menu, determined the cheapest drink, and says, "Can I get 3 pints of Halfling Harvest cider?"
3 pints.
3 pints.
All right. And you see his eyes roll back as the notes are taken, and then rolls back to you. Anything else?
Faden motion. So those 3 are all for me. So LG Darcy, if you want anything, that's on you.
Quite.
Darcy seems kind of appalled at this, thinking that they were gonna buy a drink for her. I mean, of course.
Where is the menu again?
It is.
Should be in the Copper Kettle Inn folder in the Castle City of Fugrit.
Is there any way that I could get a non-alcoholic version of the Feywild Nectar? It sounds super yummy, but I don't know if we can do it without alcohol. If you can't, it's okay if you can't. If you can't, I'll just do like an apple juice.
He actually looks at you. He says, "Oh, okay. So just a juice. Sounds good."
Okay, just a juice. Yeah, juice.
Is that if that's gonna be the same price, alcoholic and not, can you take the alcohol from her drink and put it in one of mine?
Absolutely, I can do just that.
Sweet, thank you.
Okay, great. You see that there is a look on Lyra's face like, how does this man drink so much?
Kato looks at you, Elegy, and he says, "And for you?"
Nothing for now, thank you.
Of course. And of course, Miss Harlow.
I already had a drink to loosen the nerves. I'll stick with the water for now. And Darcy narrowly eyes Fade and Haze, feeling as if there might be some event later.
Splendid choice.
You know what? I'll cover the water. That's on me.
How generous of you, Faden.
Splendid. Our water is sourced from the greatest Genasi's in the town, Dasani.
Oh god.
Dasani the Genasi.
Oh no, not the Genasi!
Oh, you guys have this. Oh, you have it from Dasani here. Okay, good to know. Is it the only water you sell?
Currently,
You
yes.
you don't know the
Currently.
Genasi Fiji?
Fiji actually
Oh, you're a
left.
Fiji person.
Fiji left and
Oh,
went to
Fiji
another
left.
town. Yeah, she went to another
What about-
town.
What is Evian?
I haven't heard of that one.
Smart water?
It sounds very exotic. I don't think my tavern could afford it.
That is fair. That is fine.
All right, I'll be back with your food. He just
Thank you,
goes into
thank
the
you.
vents. Go.
Oh, D&D players in the habit to bring real-world things into fantasy.
Fantasy Costco.
Well, your dreams come true. Oh my god.
While
Okay.
you have some time, Darcy, you do remember that the mission at hand needs to be presented to the group.
Yes. I fumble around with my hands a little bit, thinking back to the conversation with the guildmaster, and I look up to the group, telling them that I look up to the group and kind of sigh and let them know that we've been assigned to another mission.
Faden just kind of sighs.
Lyra, I feel like it's the only one at the table that is currently excited. Another mission.
It could be as much as like a pack of wild wolves, but a town kind of far off has been losing their livestock, and they've assigned us to look into it. I'm not super surprised he didn't give us a mission of a higher caliber, but
I'm not.
No,
it is
this
a
is-
chance to prove our worth.
This is still look. It's important work to get done. People rely on livestock for their very livelihood. These people's lives are in danger if you think about it. We're doing noble work here.
And while we're there, we can help an old lady cross the street and maybe save a cat from a tree.
Those would both be great ideas.
Thank you, Lyra. I can always
You're
count on you
welcome.
to be my cheerleader.
Of course, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Yeah, I'm just here to spread positivity and make sure that everyone feels appreciated.
Darcy kind of has.
Yeah,
Anyway.
where are they sending us, Darcy?
Goodness, I cannot remember off the
Do
top
you
of my
want
head.
to? You have the letter, the paper.
Right.
You have the paper. So if you'd like to share
Right.
that with everybody, you can.
Okay, how do I go about doing that?
You just hand it to them.
Oh,
We already
We
have
still have
access
the
to it.
You
handout.
have it.
Yeah,
You have the
we have the
handout. You just need to like say that you're giving it to them.
okay. Darcy hands him out the paper, kind of reluctantly, as
Yeah, Faden takes it and he goes, "Oh fuck, Yurt?
Faden!
They're sending us to Yurt. I think that merits a fuck."
Ah! Faden! Alright, okay. Deep breath, Lyra. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine.
What about the shit? Does that work for you?
You guys are really testing me, aren't you?
How about ass?
Damn.
It feels like my stomach is bubbling.
With
I
by
like
the,
you.
the blood alcohol content in his body, I think you just might want to chill. Not the hill to die on.
It's,
I'm gonna stick with fuck.
it's fine.
Fuck.
Yes,
They're
okay.
sending us to Yurt.
You
Oh.
guys can say whatever you want if you're not. They're sending us to Yurt. How unfortunate that is.
Lyra, you know you can say fuck, right?
No, I can't.
Like you're allowed.
No, I'm not.
Are you going to get smited? Smote? I don't know the word.
I can smother.
Smitten? No, not smitten.
Smeet?
No.
As Lyra says smitten, Darcy touches the flower tucked behind her ear.
Aww.
No, it's look. My mom's said I wasn't allowed to say those kinds of words.
And is your mom in the building right now?
No, my moms are not in the
Oh.
building right now. Seems like it's a touchy subject, but I still respect my parents. And both of them said I shouldn't say words like that.
Faden just starts cracking up. Faden just starts laughing at this.
My mothers would be very disappointed if they figured out that I was saying words like that. So I don't.
Oh, I
Again,
live to make my
everyone.
father disappointed every day that I live, Laura.
Lyra is very openly. She is 27, 28. You guys all know how old she is.
Yeah. Laura,
do it,
every
look-
day every day that you don't make your parents disappointed is a day wasted. And at this point, does he have the ale from the bartender?
Yes, the bartender would come back at this point and drop off the drinks.
Yeah,
Obviously,
every day you don't make your parents disappointed, day wasted. And he just completely chugs one of the ales.
Elegy will say, here, take one of your ales and swig it.
Darcy smacks Elegy's hand.
You would think that Faden would have a problem with this, but he, quite frankly, is a little too tipsy to. Well, tipsy, I shouldn't say tipsy. He's a little too drunk to give a shit.
Elegy
Lyra,
will
go ahead.
look at you, Darcy, and just wink.
Darcy turns into a red flush pillow and sinks into her chair.
You guys hear me just like mumble under my breath, like, oh, you guys don't have good relationships with your parents, do you?
Can Faden roll to see if he hears that?
Lyra is not trying to hide it.
you would hear it, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have
Faden,
quite a
yeah.
lovely relationship with my parents.
You do? Wow, that is genuinely shocking to me. Oh, I'm sorry, that was very rude of me. No offense.
Really? No,
You have
please
to
really-
elaborate as to why. No, elaborate as to why. I would love to hear your reasoning.
You know, I think Faden, what were you saying about your parents?
Oh, yeah, my dad can go fuck himself.
Okay.
Darcy's
feel like
eyes kind of widen, and she goes, "We have relationships with our parents.
One of them. Only one of them.
You don't either, Lyra. Your moms aren't here."
My parents aren't here, yeah. Of course my parents aren't here. I told you guys this. I lived out in the woods. You know, I lived out in the forest in the woods, and then my parents passed
Yeah.
away. I
Alright,
told you guys
well,
this.
I gotta say, all kids that have a great relationship with your parents end up in the woods. Spoken from
I didn't end up
experience.
in the woods.
I told you guys all of this. I went to the woods by choice to get better acquainted with my field. Medicine and herbs.
Faden looks down at the green stain on his shirt and goes, "How's that going for you?"
No.
Ouch. Okay, ouch. Look, when you're your own teacher for 10 years by yourself with no guidance, except a book that your mom's wrote, it's a little difficult, okay? I'm
I
working
think
on
you're doing
it.
a bang-up job, my dear.
Thanks. You're not being genuine, are you?
I'm being genuine.
It's really hard
Wholeheartedly.
to tell with
My-
you sometimes.
My voice just sounds like this.
Your voice
Faden-
sounds like that, and I have trouble understanding people's tone.
Faden puts his hand on Lyra's shoulder drunkenly, and he's kind of leaning, putting his weight on her, and he goes, "Laura, I'm being genuine.
Uh-huh.
It's a lovely shade of puke green."
You, Faden. So,
No,
Darcy,
thank you.
this mission, totally ignoring the fact that Faden has the letter. Darcy, this mission, did you get any more information about it beyond just like the letter? Because did you talk to? I mean, you were handed the letter, right? Do you get any extra info? Is basically what I'm trying to ask. I'm just a little overwhelmed right now. Side-eyeing Faden.
He said that we were the only ones for the job, and that work has been kind of spread thin. So I do know that it is kind of heavy on our shoulders, but outside of the livestock going missing, I didn't catch more from that. I may
Okay.
have been a little distracted by
That's
some
okay.
events later tonight.
Right, no, that's totally understandable. I just wanted to see, because sometimes, people can talk a little bit when you're talking with them, but it's okay if you didn't get anything else. So, what's everyone's thought on this whole
I
deal,
don't
other than
think-
we're not happy to be going to Yurt, which has been made abundantly clear to me. Another
Well,
side-eye towards
the-
Faden.
I will say that as you guys, the letter would have been passed around at this point, but you guys would have
Yeah.
finished reading the letter, and the gravity of the situation kind of becomes clear. The village elder has requested your immediate assistance, and time may be of the essence. The journey to Yurt is going to take you guys quite a while. So with that being in mind, traveling preparations, route selection, information gathering. Those are the kind of things that are kind of like popping up in y'all's heads right now.
Darcy stretches back in the chair, putting her arms above her in a big yawn, and she goes, I have to travel with LG for like 4 days.
I
Lamal.
think it's
Contain your
unfortunately, Darcy.
excitement.
Unfortunately, Darcy, I think it might be a little bit more than 4 days.
Yeah, maybe like 5, I think.
How do we know like how many days travel it is?
So let me
4 days
let me
probably
pull
better.
up the map again in the little link that we sent, right? Game link. Drowning magma. All right, let's take a wow. There's some art here. Okay. All right. So right, we have where we are, which is right here. How do I get a pen? Let's see. There we go. All right. So to get through, oops, hold on. To get through Fugrit, you're gonna have to go down this. It's up to you what routes you want to take. You don't have to take the main roads either. The most common route would just go straight south, right? This would probably take you guys a week max to get there. And then you would have to actually like solve the problem too, and then come back. There are faster routes. You could just do like the only reason it's slower to go through the main roads is because there's a lot of like checkpoints. Like it's guarded. There's like a lot of like military that just patrols. The further away you get from Fugrit, the less patrols there are. And the less safer it becomes. However, you can get around all the checkpoints by just going through the forest to the right and then crossing over the river bridge. If you did that, you would save about 2 days. It would only take you guys 5 days to get there. But knowing the lore around the forest, you would also know that there's like goblin factions and things like that that usually hide in the forest as well.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't mind the extra travel time.
Yeah, you are not getting me in that forest over my dead body.
Darcy groans. You mean that I'm gonna have to stick with LG for over a week?
I think it's a better idea if we take it a little bit slower, because it's better that we show up after a week than not show up at all because we died.
But
You know,
You'd
so
miss me.
slippery.
Slippery, that's
And
somebody
always act
said.
like they're cooler than me.
I'm just gonna walk over to Darty and like give her a little like pat on the shoulder and it's like, it's okay. Allergy thinks she's a lot smarter than thinks they're a lot smarter than a lot of people.
Not really.
Specifically saying it thinks. I said smarter
look-
instead of cooler. I meant to say cooler. LG thinks they're a lot cooler than a lot of people.
Darcy flings herself over the head of the chair and dramatically places her hand on her forehead, and her antlers bang on the balcony, and she pulls back up.
Bink?
Oh, you poor thing.
Don't
Lyra means
worry,
that
Darcy.
genuinely.
Yeah. Don't worry, Darcy. You'll also get to spend more than a week with yours truly.
You reek of alcohol.
Look, I think that maybe this week of travel would be a good bonding experience for all of us. Because,
That is
you know, I've been reading a few books because,
Oh,
you know,
no.
we've been struggling a little bit. And I've been reading some books, and it says that one of the most important things about like being an adventuring party together and like working together as a team is like having a good relationship with each other. You know, teamwork makes the dream work or something like that.
Oh,
Been
God.
honestly
Building
nice.
relationship for dummies.
And I think that maybe it would I think it would really benefit us because I think we could maybe get out of we're F rank, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think that maybe if with a little bit of like, bonding and getting a little closer and learning to work with each other a bit more, I think that maybe we could get ourselves out of F rank. So I think this would be good for us because it would be a bonding experience and we could all get to know each other a little bit better and work together better, you know?
As Lyra says that, Darcy, you also recall what the guildmaster told you, that if you guys can't complete this, then he might not be able to keep you guys in F class anymore. You might have to give up on adventuring. At least in this country.
In this country.
Fucking country.
Darcy is kind of appalled by this thought as she knows that she has goals outside of the party, and then her face gets a little flushed as she goes, well, that is our cheerleader after all. I suppose maybe I'll give it a shot. But only for you,
Innocent
Lyra.
smile. Oh, yay! Just for me, you're doing something for... No, wait, no! You should be doing it for yourself, too! Kind of, walks over and, kind of taps, right over Darcy's heart. You should do it for yourself, too.
Darcy places her hand gently on Lyra's shoulder, shakes her head, and goes, You're just so special. A little four-leaf clover, if you will. Thank you for that insightful wisdom.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
If any of you make me sing Kumbaya, I am leaving the room.
Oh, no, don't ask me to sing either. I can't sing very well.
Oh, I sound like dog water.
Can't
I'm
be
quite
much worse than
fabulous
me,
at
I
it,
promise.
actually.
You are! You're so great, Darcy! That sounded so sarcastic, it was not.
No.
It was not sarcastic!
Trust me, if anybody's being sarcastic, it's not gonna be Lyra.
It's not Lyra!
It's not.
Word sarcasm.
Lyra is totally 100% an open book.
Completely genuine at all times.
She has
She knows
never
the
lied.
word.
Ever.
She knows the word sarcasm, but she deeply resents it.
Absolutely.
It's like a curse word to her. She can't say it.
Among many things she can't say.
At
Because her
some point, we
parents...
just need to get around her and start chanting sarcasm.
Nightmare, 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 nightmare. Sarcasm, 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 sarcasm.
Sarcasm or dark chasm?
Darkasm, darkasm, darkasm. That's hard to say.
Yes.
Tongue twister. Ugh.
As you guys are discussing all this stuff, Kato also quickly comes up here and reminds Darcy that her actual performance is going to be coming up soon as it gets closer later to the night. With that being said, we're going to fade to black. Darcy's going to do the last performance roll. And then we're going to end the session here for tonight, and we'll pick up for the next session.
Hooray!
All right, Darcy, let's get that performance.
Please roll higher than a 1.
All right.
Please
So
roll
it's 6
Anything but a 1.
plus 4.
It was a 6.
Yeah, plus 4 because it's not
Plus
adding
4.
your mods, so that's 10, and then plus 6, that's 16. Okay.
16.
Yeah. All right.
16's pretty good.
Yeah, 16's good.
You begin to play your rendition of House of the Rising Sun with your with your music and standing ovation from everybody. You totaled out at the end of the night with 50 gold pieces and 24 silver in tips.
Nice.
Yippee!
How much did the noble leave?
He left you 1 gold coin per usual.
Okay.
And so it'd be 51 GP. Actually, yeah. So let me write it down. 51 GP. 24 silver to Darcy. There we go. All right. And that'll be it for the session for tonight, guys.
Yippee!
Thank you.
Thank
It
you,
was
thank you,
amazing. Thank you.
I'm already so excited about everyone's silly little
Me
guys.
too. We are. I love our party.
The synergy is
Let's-
They're
there.
so catty.
So good. We are going to have such fun dynamics. I can already tell.
I love how the party is already like who would tell a lie, and it's literally everybody, and who wouldn't tell a lie is just Lyra.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Lyra has technically lied to you guys. But it's lying by omission, because the story that she has given you guys, it doesn't matter. Everyone already knows Lyra's full backstory.
But the streams do not. So
The stream is still here.
yes, let me
Still here.
hello everybody, goodbye. Thank you for tuning in. If you did show up, I appreciate it.
You guys don't get it.
Quick plug-in, Faden. Faden did all Lyra, Faden, and Elegy's art. So if you would like to put your Twitter handle or something.
Yeah, I can. Well, I'm in the chat right now.
Ah, yes, beautiful.
He actually has his own website.
Look,
Oh
he's in
yeah,
chat.
fuck, I do.
Yes,
You have your own
can go to
website.
just put it in chat.
Yeah, SWEATHIE.com. Woo!
Beautiful. And Darcy's art, along with the overlay, was done by Talanax, a wonderful artist as well. And I appreciate everything that Faden and Talanax do. Hugs and kisses.
We love you. Yippee!
Love you.
Round of applause.
See everybody who tuned in 2 weeks at 8 p.m. EST. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Au
We
revoir.
dungeon